It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024, and we are coming to you live. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Woo, woo.
Spanish, you have a new job on this show.
Yes, Michael.
I no longer want to talk to any salespeople.
I'm in.
I
I'm in.
hate them all.
I would love to handle that.
Not really hate, but you know.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
It's driving me nuts.
Forward them my phone number.
Nutso.
Who's your top 7 most hated?
That wasn't
I don't really hate any of them. I like them all. They're all
Disliked.
personal friends. The only one that's allowed to talk to me directly is the golden goddess of radio, Melanie Martin. Everybody else has to go through Spanish to
I'm
get
in.
to me from now on.
Yeah, I'll hit him with my spiritual stuff to really throw him off the the trail.
Richard, Frank. I mean, granted, they're all
Richard, top billing.
Oof.
Richard's. He's eating away at me.
They're salespeople, though. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Eat
They
away.
try and get as much as they can for, you know.
That's the gig, I think.
Yeah. That's it.
Normally, the old salespeople, I'd be like, get these goddamn morons away from me. But these salespeople I secretly
Yeah,
love.
That's how they
So
get you.
But
Yeah,
I really like
yeah,
them. We worked
I know.
together for so long. They're all like good friends.
I know.
They hire
I'm really mad at them right now.
they hire likable people to feed on your weaknesses.
Yeah.
How
it's not fair.
dare they? How dare they drive me crazy trying to do a good job?
What are they, working for their clients?
Get out of here.
Trying to make a customers
on.
happy on this station.
Working for us.
What a bunch of jerks they are.
Damn it.
Who are the other salespeople? Richard, Frank, Melanie.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, Scotty.
Scotty.
Oh, yeah, Scotty Vaughn. Pretty high on the never bothers me list.
Chris.
Oh, Dixon.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's edging up.
Mm-hmm.
He's edging up. He's lucky he's high on my list right now because he's got an adorable kid.
Yeah.
So, who else am I missing? Sometimes who?
Frank.
Said Frank.
Oh, you said Frank?
The whole conversation with Frank.
How are you going to be in charge if you can't even remember the people's names?
Because they're going to write him down.
You put him in the wrong list. You put him in the wrong category.
That's my bad.
I already blew it.
Frank's on the hated side right now.
Behind Richard.
Behind Rich. Richard's number one.
Yeah.
Richard
Why?
is because he's the most effective salesperson that cares the most about his clients. How dare he?
I mean, nobody likes to make money.
Nobody, I mean, Jesus Christ. How dare he? And Frank's a new violator. How dare he give his customers what he promised?
Ugh. Trash.
I'll tell you what.
Now, what did they do to you, though?
I can't really get it. I'll just give you a brief summary.
Okay.
Frank wanted to deliver to his customers what they asked for. What a son of a bitch. And Richard trying to go above and beyond for his client. That bastard.
And you're in their way.
Meanwhile, Melanie didn't bother me for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I'll hate her tomorrow, but so far we're good.
She's the best.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's it.
I got you. Michael, send him my way. I can't wait.
I feel like we're missing somebody.
I do too, but I can't. I feel like that's it.
Richard, Frank, Melanie, Chris, Scotty. That's it?
Yeah.
Sneezy, dopey, Doc.
I gotta tell you, if you're below that list, I do hate you.
Yeah.
Anybody that's on that
Yeah.
list is fine. Everybody below, I really do hate.
Favorite ever. Favorite salesperson ever.
Oh, I know
I
mine.
mean, favorite to hate or favorite
No,
to...
just favorite. Just
I don't know. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
Melanie, but I don't know.
I have number one. Number one. The best.
No longer here?
You'd see him in the hallway, whatever. You were just excited that he was in the building.
Oh man, I know.
Who?
Tommy
Tommy
Vance.
Vance.
Oh, Tommy Vance is great.
Tommy Vance.
Tommy
Tommy
Vance
Vance
is
is the best.
Yeah. Tommy Vance.
I remember we went to a car dealership and we were doing something. He was like, all right, Calvin, so whenever you go in there, you're going to talk to this and this and blah. And I go, Tom, I've talked to people before. I got it. I'm all right. Oh, I just want to make sure. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he was a good dude. I like Tommy
Yeah,
Vance.
he was the best. You just see him and you'd be like, all right, we're in a good mood.
Let's do
Everything's
it.
going good now.
There's really some bad ones.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my favorite. To talk about the bad ones, but some of them are so. I've been sued by bad ones before.
Yeah.
I had the worst experience when it came to getting LASIK. Do you remember this?
Yes, I don't remember who the salesperson was, but I do remember that.
Oh, yeah. His shoulder's still there?
Dude, I don't think so.
Who?
Shoulders?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we got to the LASIK spot, And not only did she tell me would I be getting LASIK for sure, which was a lie, we get there and she says, I don't listen to the show, so if you could sell yourself. And I went, what?
Anytime you got a salesperson that doesn't listen to the show, she deserves to be fired.
I was like, what?
By the way, number one on my list for no show, no call.
Oh,
I didn't know how to get a hold of you.
I remember the story. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah. Remember handshake? No.
Oh, yeah. The cigarette.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oof.
Listen, this is the best part about the job.
Yeah.
No other job in the world you can just get on the air and be like, I hate these people, and the first five people you really like.
The guy that owned the nightclub that I worked for owned a bunch of different stuff, restaurants. He owned amphitheaters. Like, he was a rich dude, whatever. But we used to have meetings with him, and he goes, "Is there any better job than working in a nightclub? If you don't like somebody, you can just jump over the bar and throw them out." I go, "That is pretty good. That is pretty good."
Oh, man. I'm actually surprisingly in a good mood.
Hell yeah.
No. Carmen, who do you hate?
Spanish.
What?
I'm kidding.
What? Come on.
I'm kidding. I don't hate you.
I love
No,
you.
I'm just fighting off that he's fucked. Oh!
Carmen's had that word. Carmen's had that
I
word.
stopped myself.
Whoops.
I hope you dumped that.
I did.
Yeah.
But I did stop myself. I did not say it.
I'm gonna swear this morning. I'm all stuffed up with this freaking nose.
Sinuses.
That was great.
Me.
My sinuses, so I get to say the F word.
No, I did not. I stopped myself. I did. But I did dump it too.
Carmen, what's wrong with you today?
I'm all stuffed up with this huff and puff and sinuses.
Carmen, will you do me a favor and talk to Barb real quick?
Hey, Barb, did you have a good time on the cruise? My sinuses are all built up. You just need to give him one of those.
What's wrong with you?
My sinuses. I'm telling you, it's like I can't sleep.
Is it allergy stuff, or are they just like all packed up, or what's going on?
Is Chad putting his fingers in your nose while you're trying to sleep?
He is not. No, it's just allergies.
Yeah,
Like,
my eyes.
Yeah, they're
I'm
bad.
crying constantly.
Yeah.
My
Right.
eyes are-
I literally coughed so hard, I pulled a muscle in my
Oh,
shoulder.
Yeah.
One of us. One of us.
Welcome to your 30s.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I remember the first time I coughed and pulled a muscle.
I try to explain the difference. Pizza, you're younger than me. The difference between 51 and 52. He's like, I feel good. And I go, 52 is where it ends, buddy. 52, you even start going, I don't think I need Viagra. It still seems to be working, but I'm not really sure.
Is that stuff you contemplate while you're laying in your backyard after you fell?
A lot went through my mind.
All right.
Yeah. A lot went through my mind that day.
Joe, tell us about 70s.
Your life flashes before your eyes pretty quick.
Every day.
82.
Every time
By the
you
way,
fall.
real quick, speaking of you falling in the backyard, Gio, everybody.
Gio.
yeah.
Great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Gio heard me say yesterday on the show, Galvin was saying that there's the Ring commercial, and they should put me in the Ring commercial. And by the end of the show, I was in the Ring commercial.
Yeah.
It was excellent. Excellent.
Both you and Joe were
And
in.
Joe made it. Yeah, it's on our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show if you want to see it.
How Ring does not take that and run with it. I don't know how.
Come on. It's perfect.
I don't know. Ring's like, we don't want to scare anybody.
Yeah. They have access to all that video anyways.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. But you know what? I think about that too. Like I watch my video, the one that caught me falling. I watch that every once in a while because I have so much, so many animals and stuff in the backyard that I like to be able to see that video. So I'll scroll through every once in a while. But I'm always afraid I'm going to see something I don't want to see.
Like a monster? Like a
it's my-
chupacabra or something?
My neighbor Jim just doing naked calisthenics in the
That
backyard or
makes
something.
way more sense.
You just made me realize something that I forgot to tell you guys.
Oh,
I was out on the trail and I saw the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I can't tell whether I was dying or what happened because it disappeared. I was on the trail and in front of me to the side coming down, I see two people. And when I look closer, it is two black girls in baby doll dresses.
no.
Oh,
No way.
Yes.
like the Shining Twins?
Yes.
Oh,
walking towards me, and I go around a corner, turn, and they're gone.
Oh, you run too much. You got the
gone.
heat. Too much heat.
Right?
Dude.
I didn't know what was going on. It was the weirdest thing
How old?
in the world. I couldn't really tell from the distance.
How tall?
But I would say teens.
Oh,
Yeah.
come run with us, Calvin.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. That's what I was like. Am I having heat stroke?
Yeah.
Is something going on? Like my eyes, like checking them. Yeah.
They
I don't know.
disappeared into the forest?
Just gone.
No.
Just gone. Like they should have come around the way that it trail that it goes.
Why are they on the trail wearing baby doll dresses?
Yeah. First off, yeah. Wild, right? Wild.
Of course, it couldn't be like a hot chick in a bikini working a hot dog cart.
Yeah.
Right,
It's got to
right.
be too creepy.
That'd be sweet. Hot dog cart.
Yeah, you know.
Out in the middle of the forest.
Oh man, that is nuts.
Yeah, right? Isn't that weird?
That's enough to make me just turn around and never run again.
Yeah.
In fact, that's why I stopped running.
Yeah.
Prior to the show, we were talking about something I said about the M. Night Shyamalan because that was scary. He always does the scary stuff. Have you seen the trailer for his new movie?
I think I did, and I don't remember it.
I believe it's called Trap.
Okay. Yeah.
Josh Hartnett.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hartnett. So he is a father taking his daughter to a concert of Lady Raven or something, and she's like, everybody loves her, very Taylor Swift kind of thing, whatever. And so they pull up in the parking lot, and she's like, come on, let's go. And he goes, hang on, I gotta tie my shoe. And she's like, Dad, not now. And he's joking around, and they're gonna have a great time. And they get in there, and they're down on the floor, and she's like, Dad, these
this is
seats.
just like Benson Boone. Go ahead.
Yeah. She's like, Dad, these seats slap. These are the best. So they're taking pictures and selfies and stuff. The music starts up. They're going. She's totally into it. He's happy because he got her there and everything. And then he's like, I have to go to the bathroom. He goes, are you okay? Just stay in the seat, whatever. She's like, 12, 13, something like that. She's like, I'm fine. Go. So he goes, and as he goes out into the arena, he sees cops over here, and then he sees people putting up cameras and stuff. And he's like kind of walking and looking what's going on. So he goes over to the one of the t-shirt guys, and he goes, let me ask you. He goes, what's going on here with all the cops and stuff? And the guy goes, don't tell anyone I told you. He goes, this whole thing's a setup. The butcher, the guy that's been kidnapping people and cutting them up and doing all that stuff. And he's like, yeah. He goes, he's supposed to be here tonight. Like this thing's set up so that the police can get him. They're checking everyone on the way out. They have all the doors sealed, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, so you think, this guy's worried because his kid's in there and the butcher's in there and he's alone. He goes into the bathroom, checks his phone, checks his home security thing, whatever. And you see a guy in chains going, let me out of here. Let me out. He's the butcher. He's the butcher. Yeah. So now he's got to get out of there. It looked good. I was like, the old
great.
twist.
That's great.
Twist-a-roo.
Yeah. The
So-
old M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Oh, that's good.
That is pretty good. There's going to be another big twist, too. If
I'm
they're giving it
sure.
away in the trailer,
Yeah,
Right.
Sure.
So as you're saying it, I was like, I figured it out. He's the butcher.
You're right,
And then when
right,
you said he's the butcher, I was like, then what is the twist?
Well, you think because he's such a nice guy.
I
and
know, but
he's-
why would they tell you that?
Right,
that
exactly.
thing,
So
you know?
something else going on.
Yeah, ritual
how-
sacrifice.
How twisted is that kid, M. Night Shyamalan, that he just comes up with these great,
Right?
weird movies?
Yeah.
I'm glad he's still doing stuff because I thought for sure after The Village, it was downhill from
He had
there,
a couple
man.
duds.
I saw him on Howard Stern 10 years ago, and he said, "What do people call you?" He's like, "Knight," and he goes, "Everybody just calls me Knight." And he was like, "All right, Knight." So, because I always thought that was real. There was a soap opera star when I was a kid called A. Martinez, just A. period Martinez. I'm like, what do people call him? A.
That's like the actress CCH Pounder.
Yeah.
CCH.
Yeah.
What are we
That-
doing?
Pounder.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
she
mean-
was in that. She's been in. You know who she is.
She was on The
Yeah.
Shield. She's got kind of big eyes.
Older black chick.
Yeah.
Yes, I do know who she
Very
is.
intense.
Like,
Yeah.
what do you
Yeah.
what do you call those people? I never know. So then a couple of years ago, I was walking out of a hotel in New York, and Shyamalan comes walking in, and he comes walking in, and I walk in, and I go, "Hey, Knight," and he goes, "Hey, buddy," and he gave me a little shoulder slap, and everybody's like, "How do you know him?" I go,
Oh, so cool.
I learned it. To call
So
it Knight.
cool.
Yeah. But speaking of Howard Stern,
Oh, no.
I went to my doctor yesterday. My doctor's in Sarasota, so I had a long drive to get there.
Why'd you go to your doctor's?
Because I'm
Okay.
Because he fell in the backyard.
No,
What do you think?
I just,
Oh man.
I have to go every couple of months just to get the little checkups.
That
Because he
does not
coughed and
seem
pulled a
right.
muscle in his back.
That's what you do when you're old. So you know, I like this over there. So I remember that Pearl Jam was on with Howard, and my God, was that the worst?
Really?
Sloppiest interview I've ever heard in my life.
That's too bad.
He
So-
really has fallen so far.
So what is the situation there? Is he still at his house and then he just has people go sit in the studio?
I don't know where he is, but they were in the studio somewhere.
All
The
together?
whole band was there together.
Okay.
And he has no knowledge of Pearl Jam after Versus, their second album. They have 12 albums out. And he was talking about what a big fan he
He's
is.
similar to me.
Talking about what a big fan he is and loves them and loves their music and then has the opportunity to have them do 2 songs. They have a new album out and they have 12 albums of great songs, and he wants them to do 2 songs. He wants to do Daughter and Glorified G. Now, Glorified G is a song that Stone Gossard has to sing the most of it because there's a backup. It's a hard song. It's an easy song to record, a hard song to do live. And Eddie Vedder said no. He's like I'm saying no to that one. He's like it's just not that, because that's the reason why. But it was like he just willy nilly picked 2 songs, because he hasn't listened to anything past those albums. And then he was asking the most ridiculous, broad questions. It was just no good. It was like a waste of a good interview, But at the end, he's like, anything else, guys? Anything else before we go? And Mike McCready says, want to give a shout out to Craig Gass. And I said, it's true.
Yeah.
He does know Mike McCready.
You refuse to use your connection.
I might have to now.
You could be sitting on the drum set for their whole show, but you refuse to call Craig Gass.
When I went to go see them in Chicago, Craig Gass was backstage sending me the set list, so I knew what songs were coming up and stuff. I was like, oh, that's pretty awesome. And then he brought me out. He got me a pick from Eddie, and he got me a pick from McCready, and I was like, this is pretty good. And then he called me one day, and he was like, hey, come to see Pearl Jam, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I know Mike left me tickets with it, and I couldn't get there. And Mike left him 2 all-access passes.
Just bite the bullet.
That one hurts a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Bite the
That one
bullet.
hurts a lot. Listen, here's the thing, Galvin. Their tour is so far from us that anytime I go, it's gonna. I don't know. The only way I would go is with a gas hookup because we're talking about 2 flights and a.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're going to be spending all this money on all the different stuff. Might as well get free tickets, all access, and do that. You know what I mean? Because that's going to save you $5 to $10 grand. Right there.
I have 2 tickets to go to the New York one, so I might end up going to that. They're just not great. They're not great.
It's hard. It's hard to go back to Gen Pop.
I know. Once you get a sweet taste.
Well, maybe Craig can take you backstage like you took your daughter to Benson Boone.
I'll be his Benson Moon.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is whenever I post pictures or video or something, like whenever I go see Pantera or whoever it may be, and people are like, oh, nice seats. And I go, yeah, of course. What am I going sitting in the balcony? Get out of here.
People forget what business. What is that? Look at that guy.
Hey, shell shock.
There's a huge tortoise on the television.
Look at him. He loves it.
I have
Getting
to take
scratched.
my tortoise to the vet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spanish. It's gonna be a
lot of
need your
down.
help that day.
I'm down. I'm here. Here to
No,
help.
no vets that do the house call for the big tortoise.
I don't think so.
The big T.
I don't know. I took my dog to the vet the other day, and the vet that I have talked to before, she said her husband does turtles and other weird animals, and so I finally went there and he was there, and I go, hey, are you the other vet's husband? And he's like, yeah. And I said, I have this tortoise. He's like, oh yeah, bring it in. I go, well, it's kind of big. He said people put them in those Rubbermaid tubs.
Oh,
But
okay.
I think that might be.
No.
I think
Too
that might
small.
be too
I
small
know.
too.
When you guys tried to put him in the cage for the hurricane, that was quite the caper.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, maybe
exciting.
maybe that cage would work.
Yeah.
All right.
we
What
still
is
have the
that
cage.
door? Yeah, the door is big.
Or we.
He's
I mean,
about 80 pounds.
I'll sit in the back with him. In the back of the truck with him.
I don't think that's the problem. I think if we put him in that cage and then close the door, maybe bungee him so it doesn't
Yeah.
slide. But he's heavy enough where it isn't going to move, and it's very close.
Yeah. I can tell you Joe and I used one of those mobile vets, and it was not a good experience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, the vet was cool, and the 2 girls that the assistants were awesome, but the service that they provide is very shady, and they ended up charging us like $800 for stuff that we didn't use. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you
Remember-
got it's mechanics and vets. You have to have people you trust.
yeah.
I'm
man.
lucky. My sister-in-law is a vet, so we could take
Yeah.
our dog there.
Do you know anything about turtles?
I don't think so.
I turned Carmen on to my vet. Carmen,
Yeah.
you still go to my vet or no?
Yes, love him.
Yeah,
Great.
Dr. Gregory. They're great. It's a father and son.
Oh, that's
And,
cool.
Yeah, but they're also the type that go, we could do this, blah, blah, blah. You could do it next time if you want to or whatever. They're not going to be
Yeah.
like, hey, you got
They
to
don't force
pay
you.
for all this
Yeah.
stuff, $1 million.
The vet was cool like that, but they're whatever because there's like no headquarters for them, and there's
Just a
800
traveling vet.
bro. And we call and they ended up locking us into some service that we never
that's
used.
on you. That's on you.
No. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
he's got a timeshare now.
We did not agree to any of. I mean, like specifically, even in writing, said we don't agree.
Mobile vet killed my cat. Remember?
Oh, I remember when I was young. I was, I don't know, maybe 17 or 18, and I took my dog to the vet for something, whatever, and they gave him shots that it wasn't required because I didn't board him, and I didn't have a lot of money, and they come out and they hand me the bill, and I go, whoa, what'd you give them these shots for? And they're like, cause that's what they get, and and I go, but I didn't ask for any of that, and they asked me, and I said I don't board them, so I don't need the Bordetella shot, and they're like, blah, 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 back and forth, and I was young, and I'm like, I need to talk to somebody. And the vet came out and he was like, what's the problem? I go, I told him not to do this. And they gave him the shot and he goes, take it off the bill. I was like, thank
That's
God.
on them.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it was expensive. I was like, I can't pay that.
My wife goes, take Maybelline. They're just doing a quick whatever, and I go, okay, and she go, and they have to give her one shot. They gave her the one shot, and I call her. I'm like, the bill's $600. She's like, she goes, same thing. There's just other things.
Well, like I said, you want to have a vet and a mechanic that you can trust, but also just showing up, it's going to be $100 to show up. You know
For
what I
sure.
mean? For that stuff, it's $100 right off the bat, and then adds on from there. Yeah.
Well, that's a big one. Look at that guy. He is a big tortoise. This is on Fox 13. They're showing another thing, and you see him rubbing their back.
Yeah, they got a bunch of nerves in there.
Yeah, they love to have their shells scratched and their heads rubbed. People are like, oh, they let you, always say, well, Ralphie let you touch him. Touch him. He like when you rub his head, and he'll never bite you.
Yeah, Ralphie's very sweet. He really is very sweet.
No.
We
It's
shared a pepper out there the other day,
You
Michael.
did? You
so
took a bite and then
adorable.
gave the rest?
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was fantastic. He loved
That's a
it.
poop pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
know.
pepper
Delicious.
comes, give him a pepper. He poops out the seeds. The seeds get buried in the earth, and then they grow new pepper plants.
Hell yeah.
You got Ralphie poop peppers.
Yeah.
Joe eats it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
absolutely.
ate them too. They came out
Fantastic.
great.
They're
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, I got quite the garden through his butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to call it Butthole Garden.
Whatever flowers are out there also from your
mother-in-law?
they're gorgeous.
I planted flowers
Yeah.
in the yard.
Beautiful purple.
She planted flowers to attract butterflies, and the day after she put it in, I went out there and there were butterflies out there.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it was awesome.
Some smoking hot girl on Facebook was like, did I tell you this right? She had a cocoon with like 7 what do they call those things?
Caterpillars?
Yeah, but they were in the
Larval
little cocoon. No, they were in cocoons, but I don't remember. But she's like, they're about to be born, and I don't have any milkweed, and milkweed's what the butterflies eat. I'm like, guess who has milkweed? This guy's got milkweed.
right.
I know what milkweed is now, and I got it in my yard.
Hell yeah.
Need some milkweed? Come get it.
I got a weed you can milk.
I was like, I gotta keep the butterfly momentum going.
Yeah.
Bees too. I told you I got fat bees.
Oh man,
I
that's
had no
the best.
fat bees before, but now I got fat bees.
Yeah, I like that you guys have bees. We just got a bunch of bees in our meadow. It's not really a backyard, more like a meadow. Yeah, it's like a little meadow action. It's
There is
gorgeous.
no meadow at Whore Island.
Oh, we got a meadow now.
You got a swamp.
Yeah, no, it's very dry, very dry. Yeah. Yeah, we got a bunch of bees that are in there and butterflies. It's sweet. Sometimes just go out there and
Is
watch.
the urine-soaked mattress still out back?
No, we got rid of that a while.
That's a long time
Do
ago.
the bees enjoy that?
Yeah, they love it. They love it.
Speaking of the meadow, I watched an old Sopranos episode yesterday.
Yeah.
And remember when she was dating Finn?
Yeah.
There was an episode where she was in front of the TV in a pink lingerie doing sexy dances for Finn. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she was anorexic, but she had a really hot body. She really earned it with those pukes.
She does a podcast now with AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I could. They're on Segura's network.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I don't
I've
know
seen
that
a
I
couple
could
clips.
tolerate that.
Yeah, it's all right.
If it's not about the Sopranos, I don't want to hear those two
Right,
idiots
yeah.
talk, you know?
Yeah, because what's his name? Michael and Steve Shrippa, they do a
They do a
podcast,
Sopranos
podcast.
podcast,
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Sherpa, Michael Imperioli, and Big Pussy, isn't it? The three of them?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought it was the two, but maybe
They
all
do
three.
They do live shows too.
The last time I saw Imperial, he was looking really old, man.
Yeah,
Like,
because he went
real-
gray. Yeah. And you haven't seen him for a while, and then all of a sudden they pop up, and you're like, "Whoa, what happened?"
By the way, we have a very, very similar relationship to Christopher and Tony. Me and you.
Why do you?
Because he wants to hold your.
That's that's how I feel.
How does that end?
Yeah.
Christopher and Tony, he's like, you're my guy, and he's like, you're my guy, and then after a while, you get on the heroin, which is I equate to the beads,
Right.
And,
well,
and then eventually, I just want to hold your nostrils closed.
I can tell you, in this metaphor, I got off the heroin, and the beads helped me get off the heroin.
Yeah,
so that
but-
I don't end up dead.
Yeah, but then nobody liked him because he was all sober.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, and then whenever he slides back in, and Tony's like, "Are you high? Did you do drugs?" Whatever, and he goes, "I didn't." I love that. That's one of my favorite lines. The way he says it, he goes, "I didn't."
Oh man,
Don't worry, the beads won't. They're not going to be here forever. They just need to level out a little bit.
Oh, that's even worse. That you said
What?
you're
'Cause I'm being
checking
honest?
your levels.
Yeah, well,
And
yeah,
the
dude. I got
beads have
nothing to do with
it, yeah.
Nah, it's nothing to do with chakras.
Oh
It's
no,
just-
that's
Come on,
ridiculous.
Calvin, get it
Yeah.
straight.
Come on,
Beads,
Yeah.
flowers, meadows.
I'm not tapping into my root chakra. You know what I'm saying?
I hope you roll around in the meadow one day and get ants in your
With the
pants.
beads. What?
I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean it's going to even out?
Well, I just want to make sure that I'm balanced. I'm not gonna go
And the
crazy
beads are keeping
again.
you balanced.
Yeah, they're a good reminder of not freaking out. Staying.
But
Maybe
calm.
why don't you get one of those rope bracelets that the celebrities wear?
Nah.
It seems like you're too much this way now, though. You were this way, now you're too much this way. You got to come back in the
That's
middle.
what I'm
here.
saying. Yeah. I
Yeah.
gotta
Well,
balance
so
out.
we'll know when you take the beads off, or
Yep.
what?
Yeah.
So that's the goal,
That is the goal. Yeah.
because that's all of our goal.
Yeah.
Is for you to take the beads off.
Will you add beads from here or only subtract?
Don't be an idiot, Gio.
You take them off one at a time.
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
Listen, I don't know about
Why
the
you got
beads.
some? You got some? You want to let go of?
The
No.
beads just get smaller and smaller until they just disappear.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they look a lot like breakdancing beads.
They can be if you want them to be, but they're meditation beads. I use them to meditate every day.
What do you do? Show me.
You hold them. You just hold
yeah.
them like so, and then when you breathe, every time you breathe, you move a bead like the rosary.
I think a Muslim.
I
Yeah.
blame you. Me? Yeah, because you ask about this stuff. Stop asking.
He's
about
interested.
it. He's
No,
not interested.
It's
He's
because I hate
confused.
him now
I
because
know.
of it, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to hate him less, but
Right.
it's making me hate him more.
Nah,
But
you don't. hate me.
you're
No, I do.
Nah.
Look
Giving him
at me.
a
Look, my
platform for
balance
his beads.
is perfect. No beads. Balance perfect. Say what's on my mind. Be honest about everything.
Have you seen the video? Your balance isn't great.
yeah.
my mental balance?
Yeah.
God.
Wow.
Watch me. Look at me.
Yeah. Good. I like the second finger. That's nice.
I hate Spanish. Perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
I tell you, I almost fell asleep when I just closed
I'm
my
telling
eyes
you,
like that.
man.
I was ready to.
Meditation's nice. You need some beads. I got you.
I
It
need
is
nothing.
nice.
I'm the most well mentally balanced person here.
All right.
You disagree?
I mean, for the sake of argument, yeah, I would disagree.
Well, I mean, don't argue unless there's an argument.
I would say I disagree. I don't think you're the
Who would
most
you say the most
well-balanced.
balanced?
Probably the most well balanced is Carmen.
Oh, come on.
Thank you.
100%.
Crazy?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Why do you think
Yeah.
she's the most balanced?
Just the way you said that makes you crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm crazy. You want to say crazy? I'll show you crazy. Yeah. These goddamn sinuses making me swear on the radio.
Everyone has done that before.
Not as sexy as yours.
God,
though.
that's so
All right,
good.
let's take a break. Galvin, hi, Galvin.
Hi.
Galvin's got
I got it. I got
his
it.
brain with him. Everybody
Yep,
else is here.
there
We're
you
going to do a
go.
sporkle when we come back.
Okay.
We got stuff to give away. Carmen will tell you what that is through her nasally voice next on 102.5 The Bone. Galvin, I watched that Trap the Shyamalan movie that you were talking about.
The trailer?
Yeah. Well, it looks really good.
Right?
Here's the deal. It looks really good, and then you're like, but they gave away the whole movie in the trailer, which means you know that they didn't.
Yeah.
You know that they
There's
didn't. You
more
know that
stuff.
something's going on.
More stuff.
What if the kid's the killer?
What if the kid's involved? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something. So.
I think it's going to be some crazy, like it's a ritualistic killing that he doesn't know he's involved in. It's going to be
He's
weird.
got the guy chained up.
Well, I mean, like at the concert, like how
The
you,
music makes him,
Yeah.
like send him
Lose
off
control.
like Manchurian Candidate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool.
Trigger.
I don't know. It looks pretty good though.
I know. I hope he murders a lot of people.
Oh, wow. Okay,
He's a butcher.
it's true.
You know. Joe was watching this crazy movie last night called Feed Me.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have seen this movie, but it is wild.
What is Feed Me?
Imagine, if you will, one of the reviews.
Rod Serling?
one of the reviews of the movie said, "Imagine Tusk, but with cannibalism."
Well, then I'm out.
Yeah, you love Tusk.
Terrible.
I walked out. I walked into the living room, and the only scene I saw is the guy signed a waiver, got drugged up, and then the dude clipped one of his fingers off and put it in a frying pan right in front of him and ate it. Yeah, and I was like,
And the guy was cool with it.
So it's from 2022. It says, after the death of his wife, a deeply depressed man finds himself at the home of a deranged cannibal who convinces him to end his life in the most brutal way imaginable.
No, see, there's nothing about that would make me go, let me watch this movie.
It was difficult to watch. It really was.
does it get worse?
It gets much worse.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Carmen, what do we have to give away today?
Okay, we have a bunch of stuff. We have Heart and Cheap Trick, Bad Religion, Brooks and Dunn, Hailstorm, Stone Temple Pilots, and the Marley Brothers.
All right, let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Are you going to be able to make it through Sporkle?
Why?
Me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Who?
You with your sinuses.
It's hard for me to breathe.
I don't want you to choke out.
I might cough a little.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and dedicated scorekeeper.
Fair and unbiased, Michael.
Fair and unbiased, Joe. You'll never hear a complaint from me. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right. It's your favorite. We're going to do some easy algebra.
Damn it.
Oh,
I'm out.
come on.
Yes.
I'm out.
So I'm going to give you an equation. You're going to give me the missing number.
We can use calculators?
No, you may not, because it's easy algebra.
I know. I'm just saying.
Should not need a calculator. All right. Your first one. 24 divided by n equals 6.
6. 4. Damn it.
4. Galvin. 7 plus x equals 9.
2.
6.
Spanish.
You guys made me nervous. What are you yelling about?
9 minus p equals 4.
5.
Spanish.
5.
I'm not going to write it down anymore.
Yeah, right?
My time.
10 times y equals 120.
12.
12. Galvin. 45 divided by m equals 9.
5.
Mike. 6 times z equals 48.
8.
Mike. 23 minus p equals 7.
16.
Spanish.
I couldn't do it.
M divided by 8 equals 3.
24.
Mike. 8 times y equals 72.
9.
Spanish. And Pap, we're halfway there.
We're halfway there.
Son of a gun.
You sound like somebody. I can't picture who it is, though.
Anyways, ready for this? We're halfway there. Joy and I went out to dinner the other night. I have a sinus infection.
Why?
Gio is not on the board. He has a total of 0.
N equals 0.
Galvin equals 2. Michael equals 3. And Spanish is your leader right now. He's winning with 4.
Oh, my God.
All right, here we go.
All right, easy algebra. Here we go. 7 plus z equals 15.
8.
Galvin. 3 plus z equals 21.
18.
Mike. 22 divided by x equals 11.
2.
Galvin. 20 minus n equals 5.
15.
Pap.
Spanish.
Spanish is the point.
I heard a tiger.
I don't know about
It was very close.
What's that, Regis?
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Don't make me laugh. You're pulling me out of my focus.
I heard Galvin.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I'm back.
Okay. Just give it a second, guys.
All right.
You can't make me laugh.
Yeah.
I'll be ready in a minute.
Oh, okay. Your next one. 13 plus m equals 18.
5.
Spanish. Z minus 4 equals 7.
10.
Z minus 4 equals 7. Oh, 11. Jesus.
11, Galvin. N divided by 5 equals 4.
20.
Mike. And Pep. We're on the last 3.
Gio is still on the board. He equals
you.
0.
Still on the board. Thank you.
That
Yep.
makes sense.
Michael and Galvin are both tied with 5, and Spanish is your leader by 1. He's winning with 6.
man.
Oh,
Damn it.
10 minus 3 plus 1.
No.
you're not on the board.
Tight.
Spanish equals a win.
You're over the board.
All right.
Oh. Phlegm monster.
I'm afraid something else is happening.
Wrong end. Coughed it right out.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm back. All right, easy algebra. Last 3. Here we go. 22 minus x equals 13.
9.
9. Galvin. N plus 13 equals 24.
8.
11.
11. Galvin takes the lead.
You don't have to remind me.
It's 5, 6, and 7 now.
Off the board.
Anyone's game.
Everyone's gay?
Anyone's game.
Oh.
Gay. I always said everyone's gay.
What's that, Regis?
Everyone's gay. Anyways, ready for this? Everyone's gay. I couldn't believe it.
Got her. She's having trouble. She's having
coming out her
trying
eyes.
to drink.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. Last one. Here we go.
Wait. All right, go.
Ready?
Yeah.
2 times Z equals 24.
12.
Mike.
C blocked it.
Snatched it.
Congratulations.
Locker.
Your final score. No, Gio. Michael with 6, Spanish with 6, and Galvin is your triumphant champion today. He won with 7.
Good try, my 2024.
There you go. Congratulations. What line are you playing for, Gowan?
I'm going to go for line 5 today. How you like that?
Good morning. Who's this?
Hey guys, it's Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. You are the winner, my man. Please hold on. Carmen will grab you during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
Do a Carmen voice. All right, Ryan.
Hey guys, this was great. Thank you.
Hold on.
I'm going home.
I'm watching Carmen on Bone TV, and she's struggling.
Aw.
Yeah, I hear you. All right.
Listen, these allergies, man. What?
Yeah.
I don't know what bloomed this season.
Milkweed.
Oh, man.
Wait, what?
Milkweed.
Milkweed?
Yeah, the oak trees.
Cutting it down.
New York is banning individually wrapped sliced cheese.
Yeah.
Why? Because all the chemicals in
Too
it?
much plastic.
All the cheese. Too much cheese over there.
Cheese. We can all that cheese, New York.
Nothing's better, though, than seeing those videos where they throw them at people's cars and they stick on the windows.
It's the best.
Oh, I love it. All right, Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, Bing Bam Pow, meth fingers, and wash that cheese. Different
Meth-
cheese story.
Meth fingers.
Yeah.
Meth fingers. All right, Galvin, as your news. We'll take a break. We'll come right back and dive into it next on 102.5 The Bone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:08. Time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. If you need some shoes, guess what? Pelt Shoes has them right there for you, ready to go. In stock, in your size, and they have the Pelt Shoe Fit experts that are going to make sure you get the perfect fitting shoe. They even have the digital readout. You can go in there, check your foot out. They'll email you all the information and be able to tell you what shoe fits you perfectly. If you want to play some pickleball, guess what? They have all the pickleball shoes out there, too. They got Skechers, New Balance, K-Swiss, Asics. They have dress shoes. They have beach shoes. Whatever you're looking for, they have them right there. Whenever you stop into a Pelts location, make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you.
There you go.
So Columbia University, the epicenter of the pro-Palestinian protests, that's a lot, at U.S. college campuses in recent days, says all classes at its main campus will now be hybrid. technology permitting, until the spring semester ends. They say safety is our highest priority as we strive to support our students' learning and all the required academic operations. Professors holding classes were hybrid was not an option. We're asked to consider remote participation or provide other accommodations liberally to students who have requested support for virtual learning this week. So basically, they don't want to be on campus.
Yeah,
they want to hide in because of all the protests and stuff. Yeah, God forbid you have police come in there and get all the protesters out of there or do whatever. I mean, you have a right to protest.
I know, that's
but also
where I'm torn.
You're blocking people from learning and stuff. Now they have to do all this different stuff. I don't know.
I saw Robert Kraft said yesterday he's done giving money to Colombia until they clean up the joint. I'm torn between. I'm 100% on the side of Israel and the Israeli people, and I am also though in support of the right for people to protest. As horrible as it is, it's the same way they would talk about giving the KKK a permit to protest. We have free speech, and you have to give people the opportunity to have free speech. But if they're impeding on other kids being able to go to school and do those sort of things and making it an unsafe environment and threatening to kill Jews and telling Jews to stay at home or they're going to have problems at school, then that's when the police have to step in.
So I saw a few different good protest things. Protest. But if I'm trying to get somewhere and you're blocking me, I don't care what your protest is. If you're ruining, valuable art or doing stuff like that, I don't care what your protest is. But where you don't want to protest is on a goddamn racetrack. There was some guy who glued his hand to the racetrack, and the people in the stands are blah, blah, yelling, and they just came up and ripped this guy right off the racetrack, and everyone just cheering like, "You're not gonna!" And what happened?
Not there.
What happened? Any witnesses? Nope, didn't see anything.
Yeah.
And
you're
then
not going to ruin a race.
Another one I saw was they were blocking, and I think it was the environmental people blocking the street. And there's a guy sitting there in the middle of the street, and people are trying to get by. So this car that was there just backs up, turns, and puts his muffler right to this guy's face, and just goes, and just go, pop, 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 and the kid ducks like this and runs off to the side. Yeah, that'll move you.
I don't understand the whole climate. Like the climate people think that this is going to do anything. You're making most people hate you.
Oh yeah,
and you're making me less interested in anything because of the way you're doing it.
And
especially if you inconvenience us. We're people who like to be convenienced. You're inconveniencing us. It's making us angry.
Yeah, and I would say 95% of people that protest anything have no idea what they're protesting.
It's pretty sad.
It's unbelievable.
The thing is that I think more things need to be handled like that. There was a climate protest over the weekend where the climate guys tried to climb on stage or something, and the people on stage just kicked them in the face, kicked them up. Because now you're trespassing. Now you're committing a crime while you're trying to do it, and that's when you rip a guy's hand off the track that's glued there. That's when they learn a lesson.
Did you see the climate change people that went on the dancing show? There was like a dancing show, like a Dancing with the Stars, but it wasn't maybe in a different country, I think. But the one guy's holding up a flag, like he goes like this and holds up a flag that says something, and the camera boom operator, boom, just nails him. He put the boom in camera boom, just nails the guy right in the face of the camera. He flew back about 10 feet. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. California might ban the Clear feature at airports that lets you pay $189 to skip the security line. A new bill claims it's just letting rich people pay to cut. Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, first of all, it's $189. We'll make it like it's $2,000. And second of all, you go through a background check and you go through a visual eye scan and all that stuff so that you can be cleared as somebody who is just a regular background check before you go on. So you're still going through security. You just don't have to wait in the line.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and there's still a line, by the way, for Clear. I don't know anybody that says there isn't. I've waited in the line every time.
But it's almost like if you want to, it's like Fast Pass. If you want to Fast Pass through the security, you know what I mean? So you don't have to get there 3 hours
But it's doing all the work before going to the airport.
But and also, the airlines are all businesses. They're trying to make more money, so if that helps them out, it helps them out,
I get it.
I'm a member of Clear.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I am a member of everything from every country. I can get in from Mexico. I can get in from Canada. I can get in from Europe.
Yeah.
This guy does not like to wait in line.
It was the best thing we ever did coming back from Amsterdam because there was a huge line for security to get through customs.
Yeah.
And then we did, I don't know if it was clear or what it was, because it was in Miami. And I mean, it was the best thing ever because we skipped that line. We got through in 10 minutes.
Also, I found out coming back from Europe one time. I think it was when we came back from Germany. I said to the lady, I have this on my phone. She goes, no, over there. And I go, no, I have it right here.
yeah.
And I go, no, it's right here. She goes, oh. She just let me go. I was like, all right.
I say no,
Yeah.
if it works out.
Right.
No.
But I don't know, at what point did everyone think that everything has to be fair? Like, when did that become a thing?
Dude.
Where, you know,
Helicopter
because now it's going to be, you know, we were talking about good seats for concerts. Is it going to be, you know, you bought these seats? Okay, well, now it's their turn to sit in these seats. And now for this song, these people get to sit in these. Like, you can just rotate seats and stuff.
Did you say helicopter pants?
I did. Helicopter parents.
You said, at what point did we, and he said helicopter pants.
Yeah.
No,
What
parents.
are helicopter parents?
Parents, they hover over their kids and they don't let them ever make a mistake. Everybody gets a trophy. Everybody's even. All you have to do is show up. You get a participation.
All right. I needed to see where in your head that fit in.
Yeah, that's
Thank
what
you.
I don't know what
Helicopter
it
pants.
did.
Yeah, it makes
Helicopter Pants sounds awesome.
I know.
Great band.
I'd like to have
No,
that.
I get what he's saying
Yeah.
is because of helicopter parents.
Yeah.
They're trying to make everything we're all
Even.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
They don't keep score. Everybody's
on.
even. You know. Yeah. There's winners and losers.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
Listen, there's rich people and poor
It
people.
prevents
life.
people from being great.
And my mother was like, yeah, that's how rich people do it. Make sure you're rich one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She gave me something to
Inspire.
aspire.
Yeah.
She was like,
Inspire
yeah,
you.
you don't want to wait in line? Go pay the $189 to go do that. I remember when I did the known traveler, when I went to, you had to make an appointment, go to the airport, you had to bring all this paperwork with you, and then they had to wait like 6 weeks to send you back a clearance. And now when you book your ticket online, you book it with your known traveler number so that you get expedited through. And that wasn't $189 or whatever, and the clear came in after that, and the clear superseded that. So now if you have clear, you don't need that anymore. And I'm like, all right, good. I'm even better now. Look at my eye. I'm going. That's it. Anytime I go, right my eye, and that takes my whole family with me. It's not a big deal when you leave from Tampa. I don't even know if Tampa has it, but when you come back in from LA or you come back in from Vegas or one of those places, I came back from Vegas one time and I looked at the line and I was like, oh, I'm never going to make my flight. This is ridiculous. And I went, clear, put my eye up there.
And it's
sent me
good
right
for the
through
whole
it.
family.
Yeah.
That's
for the
pretty
kid, Yeah,
awesome.
for your kids.
That's
and your
awesome.
spouse,
Yeah, that they don't have to do that too.
They're little kids.
Yeah.
A 40-year-old man in Colorado has been found guilty of multiple charges, which all started after he went through a Burger King drive-thru and was rejected after he tried to pay with meth instead of cash.
That's too
I bet
bad they
it
don't-
works in some places.
Oh, I'm sure some places.
Burger King?
Yeah, they're like, how much you got?
You got a
I'll
couple
give you some,
rocks.
I'll give you some onion rings. There you go.
They told me I could have it my way.
Yeah.
And now I feel like they've lied to me.
Yeah,
I believe the new slogan is "You rule."
Oh,
You rule.
all right.
Thanks for the math. You rule. That's not too bad. What about
I don't even know where there is a Burger King around here.
the automated Wendy's? Can you do it there?
I will hope so.
And try it out.
You hope
I sent Galvin the video of the
Yeah.
AI.
Hello, George. Welcome back
Yeah.
to Wendy's.
Yes.
Will you be paying in cash or meth today?
Third time today. That's impressive.
Why don't you ask your fat friends to come in?
Oh my god.
Double Baconator.
Ooh.
Is that what you got?
I mean, no.
Yes, you did.
You got two of them.
They're so good.
They are
They're
delicious.
so
A double
good.
bacon.
Yeah.
Baconator is the way to go at the Wendy's.
Yeah.
How are you not fatter than me?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Whatever you do,
Because
your
he
metabolism.
just had whatever flu he just
Yeah.
had, lost 50 pounds.
That was great. It's the best diet I've ever been on.
Dude.
I'm trying to think of. I mean, the Whopper. The Whopper is solid.
Yeah, Whopper's good. That original chicken sandwich,
Oh, yeah, I like
phenomenal.
that one.
Yeah.
Onion rings are good too.
With no onions.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no, onions,
they're
just
good.
onion flavor and little crispy things inside.
Yeah.
Let's order Baconators.
I'm down. Yeah. Would you ever do meth to lose weight?
Oh, yeah.
I know. There's a lot of people that
Wait,
say yes.
what?
Yeah.
100%.
It's funny.
I want to be like Jesse Pinkman.
Speaking of meth, Delta Burke said she tried meth
I saw that.
one time to lose weight.
Yeah. As long as you don't do too much, I think you're fine.
The problem is not sleeping for days on end.
Yeah.
That's where you run into problems with work.
And it kind of hooks you. It kind of gets you where you
yeah.
you do it, and then you're like, I need a little more.
What about this? If it was an opposite diet, where if they put you in a coma not a coma, but they put you in an induced state, suspended animation for 6 months and feed you just a minimum
Would you?
vitamins. No,
You
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
do
give
that?
up 6 months of my life.
I would.
I mean, I imagine if you were this would be like something for like super rich people, because the only way to give up 6 months of your life is if you're already set, you know.
Yeah.
But if you could go into an an animated state like that, I mean, if I was able to do it and I was at my heaviest, I was like 180 pounds, I would give up 6 months if I was already
180
rich.
pounds in third grade. I would not do that. No.
No.
There is a guy who did not eat for over a year. He went 382 days without eating.
That's pretty good.
At all. So he was.
Well, he had to do something.
No. He was because he was very fat, and you can live off because you're burning your calories and stuff. And as long as you have that,
I also
stuff.
find it very hard to believe the fatty did not eat for 300 days.
Yeah.
So here, let me read you the thing.
You'd have to have water too.
Yeah. So he drank. Let's see what exactly he did. Angus reportedly sick of being obese. Checked in the University Department of Medicine at the Royal Infirmary of Dundee. So this was over in England.
Hello.
Is ready to cut food. As it turned, we turn. So. It says to compensate for lack of nutrients, he was prescribed multivitamins to take regularly, including potassium and sodium and yeast as well. So he was just taking multivitamins. He wasn't actually eating any food or anything. As weeks turns into months, he compensated for lack of food by drinking black tea, black coffee, sparkling water, which are all calorie free.
He just did not eat.
Yeah.
His body began to adapt to the lack of food, burning in its own fat for energy. And so he went 382 days, and he
At 365, it'd be like, I'm good.
Yeah,
Give me
right.
a Big Mac.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed. He was doing all kinds of other stuff.
Well, they
You couldn't
say
even make it 24 hours, Gio. Shut up.
Well, what did he lose? Does it say how much he
Yeah.
lost?
Yeah, but it says in stone. So he weighed.
Oh, I got Alexa. I'll ask Alexa.
All right, hold on. Let's see. He went from. He started out weighing 207 kilograms or 32.5 stone. So if you want to see what that is.
what was the
Alexa.
kilograms?
How much is 32.5 stone in pounds? 455 pounds.
Big boy.
He reached his reported weight of 180 pounds. He went down
Damn.
Oh my God.
to. Yeah.
He lost a person.
Yeah.
So he kept going, much to his doctor's surprise. Angus would attend the hospital, stay overnight, receive regular blood tests, all of which revealed his body was remarkably functioning just fine.
Wow.
As week turned into months, he compensated for his lack of food. His body began to adapt. Yeah. So for those wondering, he went to the toilet every 40 to 50 days.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't
You know,
put it for 40 days.
You don't have anything, really going on. 5 years later, Angus remained at a comfortable weight of 196 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say it only takes your body 3 to 5 days to go into a process called autophagy, which is your body naturally purges all of anything that's bad for you. Your
That's what I
cells,
did.
literally,
Yeah, the purge.
Your cells will literally attack cancer cells, any diseases that you have, and it purges all that. There's been numerous studies that say if you can fast once a year from 5 to 7 days, you reduce your risk of all cancers by 85%.
5 to 7 days.
5 to 7 days.
There's that documentary Forks Over Knives where they talk about vegetarian and doing all that stuff. And there was a lady who was diagnosed with cancer, and she said, I don't want to be taking all this crazy medication. The chemo is basically poison stuff, whatever. So she went to an all raw diet. So it was all raw food. And, 20 some years later, she was totally fine.
Yeah.
She was
Wow.
running marathons and doing
Yeah.
stuff, and her cancer had, totally run into
crazy.
remission and stuff. Yeah.
See if there's one where you eat extra burgers every day.
Well,
If you eat 10 burgers, it reverses the.
They just released a study a month ago where they used to say like sound doesn't affect cancer, sound waves don't affect cancer. Well, about a month ago, they did I think it was like a 6 to 7 year study, and they found that there are certain sound waves that just totally annihilates cancer in your lungs,
It's
your brain,
Metallica.
and your heart.
Yeah.
Metallica,
Play some Slayer.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen? I saw a thing the other day. It showed a picture of a skeleton where the person had bone cancer. Have you seen that?
No.
It's all sticking up like bone spurs. Like it almost looks like it's hair on the bones, but it's bones. Like could you imagine that inside you?
No,
happening
dude.
inside you. You'd be like, God, that's terrible.
Sounds like it hurts.
Changing subjects. There is a trend on social media of people washing their shredded cheese before eating it.
Yes.
Yeah. So there
What, Carmen?
Yeah, because the like all the starch and all the stuff that they put on it to not cake.
Yep.
You rinse it off.
yeah, preservatives.
And then you rinse it off, and it actually reduces the calories, reduces the fat, and it melts better.
So they say that there are some anti-caking agents that they put on shredded cheese, like Carmen just said.
Let me ask you, what is caking?
So it doesn't just lump up. It's shredded cheese,
like-
so
yeah,
so it
okay,
doesn't
gotcha.
just all mush together and
Gotcha.
stuff. But you don't have to wash it, they say, and you could also just shred your cheese yourself. You could do that.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I guess you could do that. It's not as
I shred my own cheese.
I've shredded my own cheese.
Yeah, me
It saves
too.
Grated it. I haven't shredded it.
It saves money, one, and you don't have all that other crap that they put on it.
Yeah.
I'm not washing my cheese.
I love cheese so much.
If I had a pile of cheese and somebody sneezed on it, like in my family, I don't know if I'd wash it. I'd just throw it out. I'm saying I wouldn't eat it. I would just throw it out.
I bought my wife, I forget what it was for, something, but I got her a cheese delivery thing, whatever. It was from Wisconsin,
remember,
but it
yeah.
was like a whole box of all these different cheeses. Yeah, because she loves cheese. I think every woman loves cheese.
Joe Russell has a show called The Cheese
Yeah.
Show on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and search The Cheese Show, it's him and his wife, and they introduce new cheeses every week. It's kind of weird, but it's fun. It's funny. And they had a place that sponsored them one time, and I bought cheese from them. They were in like New Hampshire, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
You get a good, people are used to like the three different cheeses.
Yeah.
There's a smelly blue cheese, a yellow, the yellow, and a provolone. But then
Yeah.
when you start getting a purple something from somewhere, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we used to vacation in Wisconsin. We would go up there for like a little cabin, and we go fishing and do all this stuff. And then on the way back, we would always hit this cheese place and get all kind of like bacon cheddar and this and that. Yeah, so
That's
good.
you know who's got good cheese? The mustard seed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mustard
I really want to
seed,
check
the mustard
out.
seed. Everybody go to the mustard seed.
Mike Calta, you
Yes?
talk about this all the time. Living in a van.
Washing my cheese?
Living in a van.
Yes.
A third of Americans wouldn't mind living in a van.
Question.
Don't have to be down by the river. No.
Does it say what age demographic?
It doesn't. It says 30,000 people were polled, and 36% said van life is something they would consider.
The reason I ask because I'm on Hinge, the dating app, and there are a lot of women like in their profile. It says they want to RV.
Yeah, you know what they're called? Homeless.
But
Those are homeless women that you're dating.
So let me give you a real scenario. Yesterday, all I wanted to do was go fishing. Okay, but I had to go to the doctor, and I had to go all the way to Sarasota, and my day was shot mostly because.
Are you
of
writing
that.
a country song? All I want to do is
All I
go
wanna do is
fishing,
go
but I
fishing.
had to go to my doctor.
I thought to myself, if this was a life where I could work and do the show, and maybe forget the show, just take it out. But my wife and I could get up, drive to wherever we want to go fishing, take whatever we caught, make some fishing dinner that night on the grill, or make some hamburgers or whatever, and then sleep in the van, and then drive to a new city or a new state afterwards. That would be the best ever.
Your wife, you're saying.
Yes, I'm not saying it's a reality. I'm saying, but my wife did say the other day, we were watching something, and she said they showed some city in Middle America, and she's like, I've never been there. I've never been anywhere over there. And she goes, that part of me would like to take an RV and just drive through the country and see. Yes. Now we're talking.
Yeah, I mean, you did get dogs. She never
wanted a dog.
Never dog.
Now she kisses the dogs on the mouth.
Yeah.
Online, you can look up. They have a route through America that goes through all of like the national parks. But the purpose of this route is specifically so that everywhere you go, it's 70 degrees outside.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Well, when I just drove to Colorado and back.
Yeah.
That was
Drove to how long did that take?
It took us days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The first day we drove 18 hours to St. Louis. Then we drove another like 15 hours through Kansas.
Now, when you say we, are you driving? Is anybody else taking the turn? Is your wife?
Yeah,
driving?
we split back and forth.
Your son?
Nah, he didn't drive.
The worst part is you drive in the car. What were you driving in?
In my wife's Pilot.
Yeah. That's the worst part about it to me. Like, if I'm in my car, I have a huge truck.
It's an SUV. It's not like
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's not
I don't know. A Honda Pilot sounds like a small wife
no,
car.
it's a full. It's got 3 rows.
Oh, all right. Let's not get crazy. I've never been invited in the pilot. I'm sorry.
I'll come over and take you for a ride.
Okay, I thought a pilot sounded like a car. I thought it was a car.
No, it's SUV. Yeah,
that makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, my kids are teens, so it's basically 5 adults in a car.
Who is that? Oh, you got the kids.
Yeah.
So I
But I mean, I bitched the whole time because I hate driving places, but we saw things that we never would have seen.
Yes. Oh, I love a drive, and I like driving. I don't mind being the driver. So, I would love to do that.
We
I
would
would
just
love
see
to do
weird
that.
things and just stop off on the side of the road and stuff.
But I'm not saying I want to live in a van. I want to live in a rich, like a Sprinter,
an RV.
Yeah, something fancy.
With a driver.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing the driving. I like to also be able to go, let's go now, let's not go, let's go now. And I don't want to have to all of a sudden be like enjoying a moment with my wife and hey, boss.
Yeah, but also depending on what you're driving, if you're having to drive an RV, good luck, hooking it up to stuff or doing this or backing it in wherever.
I'm thinking of something the size of the Sprinter. They make those now where they have, because the Sprinter has a fold down bed too. You can sleep in that thing.
Like when we were driving through Kansas and even New Mexico, there were large portions of time, like hours, where we didn't see another car and we had no cell phone service.
Ooh, that's rough.
Like we were literally as remote as you could be. I was bitching at my wife. I'm like, where are we going? This can't be right.
Did you stop?
We have not seen somebody in like 2 hours.
Did you stop any specific food places? Like where this place you got to get this, whatever.
No, yeah. In some of the cities we did that, but she's a big she always wants to go to national parks. So we're always going to Great Dunes National Park and this national park.
You were in St. Louis, weren't you?
Yeah.
You get ribs or barbecue or anything up there?
No, we went to a pizza place.
Oh, pizza. Yeah, they have the good pizza.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. St. Louis pizza is similar to Chicago pizza.
Oh, damn.
Well, the thin, the cracker crust.
It was the thin pizza. Yeah.
Very
good.
Delicious.
Interesting. Today is National Email Day, mostly because of the birthday of Ray Tomlinson, who invented email. In what year? What year was email invented?
1967.
Email.
58.
58.
1973.
84.
Carmen?
82.
1971.
Damn.
1971. Yeah, you think you'd be like, no, email was like 80s, right? Wasn't it? Or
That's when Joe set up his Hotmail account.
That's right.
yeah, that's wild to think of all the different stuff that happened that far back.
we didn't
Cell
know about.
phones and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which my dad worked for Motorola, so we knew a lot about that different technology that was coming out, which was
That'd be
wild.
so cool.
Because Motorola used to make TVs. They would make TVs, the color TVs, and the TV with remote control and stuff. But they would sell it to Zenith would sell it. It would be a Zenith TV that was made by Motorola.
Pete and I didn't have a pot to piss in, but we had Roadrunner internet, high speed Roadrunner internet, and our website, our email addresses were mcalta@tampabay.rr.com. Can you imagine having a long ass email like that now?
Wild.
When I first got on radio, I remember all the station vehicles would have the big giant bag cell phones.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you could call it.
We used to have one of those.
Yeah, and it was huge. It was like a big ass cell phone.
I used to do that. So the first station that I worked at had the big bag cell phone thing. It had the camera with the floppy disk in it, and it had all the stuff was on tape, reel-to-reel tape, instead of carts or CD or anything like that. And I go, "What year are we living in?" I used to go to remotes and I go, "Hey, is there anybody from the 50s you want to call with this phone? What is happening?"
Yeah, you have to call the front. You have to call the studio and go, all right, I'm gonna do a break, and they'd be like, all right, go ahead, and it'd hit the thing and roll on the reel to reels to start rolling. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Hey, I'm out here live and whatever.
Yeah.
Damn.
I remember the camera with the floppy disk. It only took 12 or 15 pictures.
Yeah.
Now I've got 30,000 pictures on my phone.
It was wild.
We've come a long way in a short amount of time.
I know.
And we're all going to die before the next change.
Yep.
So Alec Baldwin getting harassed.
I saw
There's
this.
some video. Just so you get the entire picture, we're going to play it on Bone TV and we have the audio and stuff. There is a woman on social media who goes by the name of Crackhead Barney and Friends. She goes out in a diaper with tape over her breast, and then she smears white makeup all over her face.
I was unaware of this before I saw the video.
Right. So that's who the voice that you're hearing.
Okay.
She makes scenes in various places.
Crackhead Barney.
Yeah. So this is what she does. She happened upon Alec Baldwin in a coffee shop. And when he had enough, he smacked her cell phone out of her hand. But take a listen and look on Bone TV. Here you go. Alec Baldwin and Crackhead Barney and Friends.
Alec, can you please stay free Palestine one time? Why did you kill that lady? You killed that lady and got no jail time? No jail time, Alec?
I'm sorry.
You're putting innocent people in jail, Alec Baldwin.
I'm sorry.
Free Palestine, Alec, just one time. And I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. I swear. Just say free Palestine one time.
Magnificent.
One time.
Call the police.
One time, Alec. You know he's
That's
a criminal.
not him talking.
Come on, Alec. Just say free Palestine one time. One time. Just one time. Please. And I'll leave you alone. Free Palestine. One time.
Could you do me one quick favor?
So that was not him saying call the police and all that stuff. He was just ignoring her.
He didn't say anything.
Shaking his head. There was a worker there, and at the end, they get close to each other, and he knocks the phone out of her hand. I can't imagine having to go through that, because not only does he have to go through that, he has to do that now, like he's been doing that for the last 20 years. It all started with that tape with his daughter. Remember that thing with his daughter where he left her a voicemail and he called her a little piggy and all that.
Yeah.
And then that went everywhere. And then he's a guy who likes to be out on the streets in New York. He walks around and does his own thing, and now he's got to deal with that. We talked about it in the last protest talk that we did. There's a lot of F around and find outs. Like, you want to stick your phone in somebody's face, be prepared for them to push it out of your face.
By the way, would you like to see what crackhead Barney looks like? She is a woman who smears white makeup all over her, puts tape over her breast, wears a diaper, and goes, there she is.
Oh boy.
One time, Alec Baldwin.
She's gross.
Yeah.
I don't particularly love Alec Baldwin, but that's just dumb. That's just somebody who's trying to do it for themselves.
Yeah, she's trying to get views on her channel and stuff. Joe, by the way, she has a YouTube channel that works.
That's good.
I will tell you that I did recently find out that if you take somebody's phone, that could be a problem. You should not take somebody's phone. But clearly, if they get too close to you and they attack you, you have the right to push them off of you.
Gotcha.
Even though some people will interpret that as punching a woman in the face, even though when that doesn't happen, pushing them off of you is quite legal.
Now, let me ask you this. If those people, that person, this person, whatever, mind their own business, would any of that happen? Probably not.
No, but you know who mind their own business? Alec Baldwin.
Yeah,
he just went ahead, got his coffee, and just walked out. And then when they got too close, he pushed her phone out of their face. Don't get too close to my face. That's a problem.
Don't get too close to Carmen's face.
Also, if you're dressed like that, I'm going to just assume that you're crazy, and if you get too close to me, I'm going to assume you're trying to hurt me, and I'm going to push you off me.
Yeah,
and that's quite legal. For the first time, I'll say I'm on Alec Baldwin's side.
Yeah. Plus, he's already killed before. He'll kill again.
I bet he wished he had a gun that day.
Yeah.
We talked about it the other day. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney had one of the best fights that I've seen in a long, long time. Well, Ryan Garcia appeared to confirm that he cashed out a sizable bet on himself. In an Instagram post on Monday, Garcia shared multiple screenshots referencing $2 million wager he placed on the fight, which paid out $12 million.
That's great.
If you bet on yourself, he wrote, on top of what we made, eating good. Garcia was the clear underdog entering the fight because of all the crazy stuff on social media. So now people are like, did he do all this to set this up?
Oh, yeah.
Where he
He's
acted like a
genius.
lunatic and did all this stuff and drank the beer and blah, 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 everything else. He wound up being 3.2 pounds over the 140 limit weigh-in. So he didn't win the actual belt.
Which I don't get that. I don't know why he wouldn't come in at weight.
But because 3.2 pounds makes a big difference when you're fighting at 140 pounds, you're a bigger guy.
How can you fight if you don't make weight?
You can still do it. You just don't get the belt. So the fight, they're not going to cancel the fight. Yeah, the fight counts, but it does not count as far as.
So Haney didn't lose the belt.
Haney did not lose the belt. He's still the champion.
Can you bet on your fight if you're fighting for the belt, or is that not allowed?
I don't know. I mean, I guess you can have somebody lay a bet for you or bet on yourself, because like Mayweather did it, although that was a. Was that an exhibition?
So
what if you bet on yourself to go down in the first round?
But that's my
thing. Yeah,
that's my question. Is if he did set this all up and didn't make weight on purpose so that he could place this
Be the
bet,
underdog.
it would be a genius move.
Are you telling me that there's shady bets in boxing?
I know what you're saying.
We just broke a whole story,
And
right?
like any other sport, you'd be banned for life. Like guy in the NBA just got banned
really
forever.
good.
Yeah, so it's pretty wild. But if he set that whole thing up, acted all crazy, so he'd become the huge underdog and stuff. But, they do the weigh-ins the day before. So your weight limit is 140. So they go in and they weigh 140. Meanwhile, they're walking around at like 180 pounds.
Yeah.
So they can gain a lot of weight back the next day. It all depends on what your size is. So some
What's
of those
the
bigger guys.
rehydration clause?
What do you mean?
Like they said the next fight they want there to be no rehydration clause. I don't know what that means.
Oh, so I guess to rehydrate for the next day to be able to, because if you cut so much weight,
I got you.
you know, where Haney may walk around at 143 pounds and he's like, yeah, I can get down to 140, no problem. Where Garcia may walk around at 175, but he's getting all the way down. Well, a lot of those fighters do that, and that's why they say, like, especially for UFC, that there should be more weight classes. That way they don't have to cut so much weight, because that is killing people. That's so bad for your kidneys. I mean, these people just, kill themselves to make this
You know
weight.
what else? They punch in the face. That hurts too.
But then you have a guy, like I said, who's walking around at 190 pounds fighting at 165. I mean, that's a big difference. So whenever they rehydrate and come in the next day, you who are walking around at 165 is fighting me who walks around at 195, and then I have, 20, 30 pounds on you during the fight. Yeah.
So you
that's a big
see
deal.
now the next fight that they want, Sean O'Malley, and wants to fight Ryan Garcia in a boxing match. And Sean O'Malley challenged him, and Ryan Garcia called him a crazy caca rainbow head.
Yeah. Sounds about right. That
just makes me laugh.
By the way, that's a good description.
Yeah, crazy caca rainbow head.
Sean O'Malley's a great fighter, but also, you're doing the thing where we said it's ridiculous to keep switching back and forth and doing all this stuff. MMA
What's
is
that money?
different from boxing, though. Yeah, but the boxing money, is out there for sure. So I don't know. We'll see.
Crazy rainbow caca head.
Speaking of money, remember when everybody piled on The Rock and Oprah Winfrey for trying to get people to donate to the Maui wildfire relief? Even though they pledged to start things off with a $10 million donation, people thought that wasn't enough, giving their massive wealth. They also thought it was tone deaf for rich people to ask for money from the 99 percenters. Well, if it helps, it sounds like Oprah and Dwayne really put their own money where their mouths were. A nonprofit that helps manage the distribution of the funds says that they ended up raising $60 million. And while 20,000 individuals and companies donated, the bulk of that money actually came from Oprah and The Rock. They didn't say exactly how much.
Yeah, because they bought up all that land.
Yeah.
So they were like, hey, sorry about that. Here, take some money.
Yeah, and this is all tax write-off for them whenever they're doing this charity stuff. But a lot of people were like, hey, I'm not giving money to you guys.
You know that land that was your ancestors' birthright? Hey, sorry about that. That's ours now.
And The Rock, it was like, I made that at WrestleMania, $10 million in that weekend.
Yeah.
That's not even counting the night before in the Hall of Fame. So, yeah, go ahead.
Are you excited for the Tom Brady roast?
I'm very excited.
So the Tom Brady roast is going to be called the greatest roast of all time, Tom Brady, and it'll be live on Netflix on the night of Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. The trailer has Kevin Hart as the roast master. Jeff Ross is in there, and Tom Brady. There's supposed to be a bunch of special guests that they're keeping hush-hush for now.
That's nice. That's a Sunday night. Of course, Offspring is that night. But yeah, that'll be great. I'll watch that.
I don't think it's going to be.
Where's Offspring play?
I don't know. I have it on my calendar.
Greatest
I think
roast of all
playing
time.
here, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, where?
Amphitheater, I'm guessing.
Or the Hard Rock. I don't know which one.
Interesting. Finance buzz. Carmen, this is right up your alley. We talked about it yesterday. You can make some money. You ready?
Wash and cheese.
They want to pay a first-timer $1,000 to watch all 9 Star Wars movies.
In a row?
Well, I don't know. In a row. They want someone to evaluate and rate the Skywalker saga to give an outsider's perspective. So somebody who's never seen it before.
Yeah.
So they made that Godfather. Godfather 2 goes back and forth. Godfather 1 has some flashbacks. So they made the Godfather trilogy, but in the time sequence that it would be correct. And it's great to watch. But in Star Wars, if you were to do that and you were to watch them all sequentially, the problem is after you watch the first 3, you go back 30 years in technology. So you're like, oh, it's kind of weird looking.
Right.
But
everything's all colorful and nice. And
the biggest reveal is that Darth Vader is Luke's father. Spoiler alert.
Come on.
You would know that if you watch him in order. It makes no sense. You don't get that reveal.
yeah, but Luke didn't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I bet
Luke
still,
didn't know,
that's
and you're
not the
like,
same.
Luke, that's your father. That's your father. You know.
Yeah, you have to watch them in the order they were released.
Oh, when I was a kid, I was so surprised by that.
Oh, yeah.
me
I was
too.
like, there's no way.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And I think every adult was like, yeah, no kid, that's going to be his father. But we were all like, what?
How could you do it?
I love somebody remade. They did a thing where Luke was talking to Obi-Wan Kenobi about how Princess Leia, he thought she was into him and that he's going to try it. And he's like, I don't think you should do that, Luke.
I mean, he does make out with his sister.
The Offspring is at the Hard Rock. So
Hard Rock, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, nice.
I think I'd like to go to that.
Yeah, me too.
Kim Kardashian has lost over 100,000 followers on social media
Don't battle T-Swizzle.
thanks to Taylor Swift's diss track, Thank You, Amy, which dropped. But the thank you, the K is capitalized, and then the I and M in Amy, it's spelled AIMEE. So it's Kim is the title there, whatever. So since that dropped, Kim Kardashian has lost 100,000 followers on social media. So now she's only down to 84 million followers, whatever she has.
They
I
should
mean, that's a powerful move, man. The Taylor Swift made her lose 100,000 followers without telling them to stop following her.
Swifties, man.
Swifties are tough.
The Swifties are tough. They will literally be angry at.
Excuse me, Swifties. We are tough.
Oh yeah.
Don't say they are. We are.
Oh, you're tough. You're a Swiftie.
100%.
Oh well, I mean, my whole thing with Swifties is they get very mad at people that drive gas-powered vehicles while she private jets around.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. We are never, ever, ever getting back together.
Okay. All right, that's
somebody
fair.
who sticks to their guns.
I'm sorry.
Now, Mike, you have
Yes.
said before that you think Kim Kardashian is like the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yes.
Don't do this.
Who
to
do you
him.
pick?
Swiftie would never
if
say
you're
that.
It makes me love to.
No, I'm saying that you're a Swiftie. You have to pick one.
He's no Swiftie.
You can't be.
Oh man.
Stolen
You can't-
valor,
Yes.
not Swiftie.
You can't like
Blow
Kim
my mind.
Kardashian and be a Swiftie.
I don't like Kim Kardashian. I think she's hot.
Nope.
And I'm never going to have the chance to have sex with her.
Prisoner reform. She's
Never-
big on prisoner reform.
Never, ever, ever.
Do you-
Ever going to have a chance to have sex with her. So if I had to pick the two, if the house is on
Yeah,
fire,
all right.
Yeah.
and I can only save one,
Right.
I carry the angel that is Taylor Swift to her safety.
Shake it
Do
off.
you follow Kim Kardashian on Instagram?
I do.
You
you gotta unfollow
You're
her.
not
Right
a
now.
Swiftie.
Whoa. Right now.
Right now.
Right
I
now.
have
Prove it.
not
Yeah.
gotten through the whole album yet, Carmen. It's a lot of songs. It's a double
Stolen
album.
valor.
It's a
Fortnite.
double album, and I have Pearl Jam to contend with right now. So
Not a
please,
Swiftie.
give me time. Give me time to discover it on my own.
Not a Swiftie.
How dare you?
I would punch my mother in the back of her head
Oh my Jesus.
to do the dirtiest things to Kim Kardashian.
Oh yeah.
But if
Okay.
it came down to saving one of them in a fire, I'd carry the angel that is Taylor Swift, and I'd lay her
Prove
down
it.
gently on the ground.
Taylor
Go
Swift
set her
isn't
house on fire.
Taylor Swift isn't getting innocent people out of prison.
No, she's not. No,
Kim K
she's
is.
yelling at people.
She's buying the prison and giving everybody raises that works there.
Did you see the meme how like the Buffalo Bills are responsible for the Kardashians? It was like if
It's
the
linked through OJ.
if the Bills had not drafted, like they lost, they lost a game the year before. They gave them the draft pick to get OJ. Had they not picked OJ, he wouldn't have gone to Buffalo. He wouldn't have met Nicole Brown, which means he wouldn't have killed Nicole Brown, which
Right.
means the Kardashian, Rob Kardashian, or
the father.
the father never would have
Alex.
got famous through the lawyer. And which means the kids never would have been famous. The Kardashian name, it was this whole tree. How
good.
Buffalo
Pretty good.
Bills?
basically the Buffalo
I blame
Bills
Monica.
I blame
Yeah.
Monica.
are responsible for the Kardashians and giving them to the world.
What a timeline. You know what I mean?
It was pretty crazy.
Ugh.
Did I have a sex dream about Monica?
Oh God.
Spanish.
Oh my God.
What? We work with her.
Your jackhammer.
Ugh.
I don't know. I don't think I did. I just remember when you said Monica, I got a little butterfly. It's like, I was like, Monica.
That's
Really?
Ajda.
Maybe I just had a dream about her.
The coffee's coming back.
What was she doing? In the dream?
I don't recall, but whatever it was, I like Monica a lot today.
Don't recall.
I would tell you.
I know you would. I'm
I
glad you
had
don't
I had a dream the other night that I had sex with a friend of the family who is not attractive, and I immediately turned over and told my wife. I woke up and I just had a dream I had sex with this person. She's like, ew. I go, I know, I can't control it. I didn't make
can't
it.
control my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And as I was explaining it, I almost said who it was.
Ooh, that bad, huh?
Dr. D.
He's gorgeous.
Oh, dude.
Coachella was fined $28,000 because Lana Del Rey went 13 minutes over her time limit on Friday night. got fined.
Did you hear?
$20,000, big
Do you
deal.
hear what people are saying about Coachella that I had no idea? That it's like one of the worst music festivals in history.
Why?
Just because of the way it's set up, people running late. There's like bad food vendors.
Yeah.
I was shocked because I thought Coachella was supposed to be like the premier.
If you're rich.
I don't know how you get that many artists of that
Right?
caliber together and run it smoothly. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because you have egos and you have people, and I don't want to go on before this, and I don't want to do this, and da 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 da. You know, who knows, whatever. But I mean, we're going over. That's not that big of a deal. Obviously, they get fined, and it is a big deal because now that pushes everything back. But you know, whatever.
Nothing will be worse than Kanye being late by 3 hours to that concert.
Yeah, you know what's worse than that? Him being on time and seeing his concert.
Well done.
Yeah, not a fan. Bam Margera just posted a video to Instagram showing a portion of attempts he says he made to call 911 for police assistance last week, recorded before he ended up taking matters into his own hands and fighting off the threatening stranger.
And he did good. He beat the guy. He got the best of him, and the guy ended up.
I don't know what is going on, but the stuff that Bam is saying to this guy is pretty wild. We had to censor some of it and stuff. We have the video on Bone TV and the audio. Here we go. Take a look at Bam fighting some homeless dude. I don't know.
Bam, come on. Bam, come on. Bam, come on. Bam.
Definitely not.
Yo, come on. Come on, guys. Yo, guys, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bam. Let's go.
Get out of the queue.
Come on, Bam.
Well, you can hear the
Bam, come
audio.
on. Bam, come on. Bam,
The
come
audio
on.
is terrible. The audio is just him chasing this guy around the parking lot, and then they actually get into a confrontation, and he punches the guy in a bunch of times and rips his shirt off.
But you miss. He's fighting the guy, and then he stops and he goes, "Die!"
Yeah.
And then he goes,
Yeah,
"Go do heroin and die."
I don't know
where you live.
I know where you live.
Yeah. I don't. It seems to me that they have a history of together. Joe, what is going on with the video?
It reset, so I had to reload it.
What reset?
They threw another ad because I had it up for too long.
So there was the audio of it.
Bam wants to come back on the show.
Bam is welcome back on the show. I like him, especially after the fight.
Oh man, he's got a. What is that? What is he's just flailing?
Yeah.
I mean,
but
at least
he gets
use your
the
back
best
leg.
of the guy.
Oh yeah,
It's not a great fight,
yeah.
you know?
But I mean, plant your feet, man.
CNN made a new documentary called Call Me Country, Beyonce and Nashville's Renaissance. It hits Max on Friday. Warner Brothers Discovery says the documentary will examine, quote, the impact of how high-profile artists like Lil Nas X and Beyonce are challenging the country music status quo, and how black artists in Nashville have been laying the foundation for this transformation for some time.
That's a little bit of a stretch.
Right? Just wring every drop out of this as you can.
Yeah.
This
ain't Texas.
everything. Come on.
I
Is she
love
on
that song.
Warner? I wonder if she's on Warner Brothers. They're like, oh,
Ooh, that may
let's
be
do a documentary.
Yeah, because it's like, what's even crazier is I know millions of people are going to be just like dying to see this documentary.
Also, the Old Town Road song, Little Nas X, it was the Billy Ray Cyrus part that was the
Yeah.
hook. That was the part that really got him pulled in. The rest of it was just a rap song.
And then he came out as gay, and everyone was like, "Oh no!" And now everybody loves him again. It's ridiculous.
Hootie's been doing country music for like a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like nobody knows what to call country and whatnot, and everybody always like, oh, if the Eagles are around, they'd be considered country.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People say it all the time because it's all, I mean, the Eagles got Desperado and those, there's all those songs that have that kind of slow kind of.
All right.
But then Hootie and the Blowfish came out with kind of what is country. But then Dave Matthews was like, not so fast. We have a new genre. And he was like, and then Counting Crows was like, wait a second, we got one. And they all just came up with like a new genre of music. It's not kind of country, and it's kind of like your mom's rock and roll.
Right.
But that's the bad thing too, is because I'm sure there are plenty of producers who are like, you got to pick a lane, because otherwise, they're not going to play you this. Station isn't going to play you. You have to pick a certain lane, what you're going to be in, so people can say, yes, that's country, that's rock, that's this, whatever, so they can play you on the different stuff. Sometimes there's crossover where they get get played on top 40 stations, rock stations, hip hop, whatever, all together. But that's rare, and a lot of times it's just one hit. You know what I mean?
They told Taylor Swift she'd only be a country artist. She would never cross over to pop music. That worked out well.
They said to her, if you cross over to do a pop album, you'll never be welcome back in the country community. And she was like, peace out, bitches.
Yeah.
That's what they told her. All those record guys must be kicking themselves in the balls right now.
The money.
All those experts.
Yeah.
That's what I love, is the experts that know everything. Yeah.
You too, Bob Neal.
Nice try. Finally, news. Someone did a write-up on the best things in your house to sell for parts. The first one is I'll get to it. So there are 4 different things you can sell for parts. They say computers. Rip the old laptop and sell the parts
Hard
on
drives.
eBay. Yeah, you can take all that stuff instead of just selling the whole computer. You can probably get more for the different parts and do that stuff. Even stuff from old computers can still be worth some money because there's always people looking for different stuff.
Oh, we got to talk to Medicine Man. He pulls all the copper out of things and gets rid of it.
Copper, gold, platinum, and even the quartz crystals that are in a lot of the electronics are worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
What about air conditioner?
It does not say air conditioner here, but that's probably something that you can do.
VCR?
This is surprising. Board games. eBay has a whole section dedicated to buying and selling old game pieces and parts. So if you have a board game, but you're missing like these 3 things, whatever, there's certain people that collect that type of stuff.
We had a game that my grandfather had. He pulled it out of the attic called Uncle Wiggly. And the Uncle Wiggly pieces.
sounds like Mr. Pickles.
Yeah.
Uncle Wiggly Uncle Wiggly was 2 pieces and a banaka because we lost the other Uncle Wigglies.
Yeah.
And it was a good game, but we were missing some parts and the corners of the boxes had to be taped down. But Uncle Wiggly was great.
This is a wild looking game.
You got it? You found Uncle Wiggly?
Yeah. Wiggily.
This is good news for you if you ever fall on hard times or anything. Electric guitars. You have enough of them.
Wow. What do you guys need? I'll sell out the parts right now.
So you might only need a screwdriver to take it apart. Things like old pickups, tuning pegs, all that different stuff can go for a lot of money because think about it. If you have a 63 Les Paul or whatever, and you need the actual pickups, and I have a Les Paul body, the neck's all broken and this and that, but the pickups are in good condition, I can sell those to you.
Yeah, I have a broken guitar upstairs that the neck broke off and probably only good for parts.
I saw a guy who found a Les Paul Jr. It was like a 59 Les Paul Jr. or something that the people had stored, and it was just all warped and all this stuff. But he knows all about guitars and like put it back together and did all this stuff and was playing it. And it sounded so good. It's crazy. It's so weird that all that old stuff, because they made it with a real, it's not all the just
digital
compressed parts,
stuff,
that they use now. How much better that stuff sounds.
I was looking at those guitars. I think I know who they are.
Really?
That's Slash on the left.
Okay, the Sunburst one?
Yeah.
All right.
Then it's Def Leppard and the black one on the bottom.
Okay.
Twisted Sister on top.
Okay.
Bon Jovi on the other Sunburst.
All right.
Beastie Boys below that.
Uh-huh.
Megadeth, the one where it hates Joe.
Yep.
Earl Slick on the bass.
Okay.
And the Rolling Stones over there.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I finally have one room that I know.
Did those just come to you, or have you been trying
Yeah, because I couldn't figure out who the Slash was, and I couldn't figure out who the Twisted Sister was. The Earl Slick you could read, and I have the Bon Jovi's the newest one, so
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty interesting.
Big names, man.
Yeah,
Beastie,
dude.
Bon Jovi,
they're
Rolling Stone.
They all made it in the studio.
Huh.
Now ask me to name the ones in my hallway. I have no idea. I can point out some of them.
And then finally, some of the stuff that you can sell, Lego pieces. Gio, you can sell all those Lego pieces that Spanish bought you for your birthday.
Leftover ones that you can't fit them anywhere.
Specifically, spare pieces for old Lego sets. There's a whole website called Bricklink that's dedicated to that, where you can, somebody's looking for this part from this thing, and search all over for it.
There's always extra parts too for some reason.
Yeah.
You stink at it.
Did you build both of the Ecto 1 and the Ghostbusters or the DeLorean? No,
not at all.
I don't know why you laughed.
Sold them on eBay. Oh, that's a look of a guy who sold them on eBay.
That's all right. I'll remember that for next year.
Shifty eyes.
I'm actually halfway through the DeLorean.
Wow.
It's a long time.
I didn't realize how long it was going to.
It's a long time. We're about halfway there.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
Well, there you go. Joe, you could sell some of your old car parts too. Probably. They say that, the airbags or different stuff can get you some money. So old engines, all that.
You also might as well sell some of this stuff. Doesn't seem to be using that very well.
Any PlayStation parts on there?
It doesn't say anything in here, but I mean, I would imagine
There's certain games that are worth a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah, depending on what the game is. Like I bought, somebody was selling a bunch of games on like Facebook Marketplace, and I knew that the NCAA college football games were going for like $100, and the guy sold me the whole thing of games for like $30.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah,
good for you.
But I saw it in there. I'm like, ooh, I know that one game is
You
worth
see,
like $80.
I must have 200 PS4 games.
Really?
And a PS4, and I would rather just give it to somebody.
There's certain ones that go for a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm not
because they're hard to get.
Sift through them all and figure out which ones.
If you have a PlayStation 5 with the disc reader, it makes those PlayStation 4 games look way better. Even if they're not updated. Yeah. Well,
I don't think I have
excuse
this.
me, guys. I hate to have to interrupt.
I don't think you do. I don't think you hate
Extremely.
it. I think you want to do it. Do it, Regis. Do it.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
credit. Like a credit card.
Credit.
Yeah, this
Credit.
hour's keyword is credit. Head over to the 1025 The Bone app, enter credit 15 minutes past the top of the hour, and you could win yourself $1,000 from the Bone Bonus.
Let me use it in a sentence.
Sure.
I one time had really bad credit. Now I have an 850 credit score.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Very
Thank
nice.
you to Amanda for getting me where I need to be.
Well, there. Put it on there, one.
Let me throw this out there. Another idea that probably won't happen, but it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about it before. When can we do the Mike Calta Show yard sale?
Well, it's funny because when we were talking about that stuff, I was going to bring that up. Gio was saying about buying those games. There's a lot of people that go and do that where they know the different prices for different stuff, or at least look it up. And like he said, you can buy something for $30 and sell each one for $100. Make $500.
That's the hardest part for me is to be like, all right, we're going to do it. How do I price everything?
Yeah.
And I'm going to give all the money to charity. But I mean, like, what if somebody walks up and starts haggling with me? I'm going to be like, okay, take it. I'm the worst at that. I really am.
I mean, you can either set firm prices, or you can be out there haggling, or you can have somebody one individual. I would nominate me to.
Oh yeah, you.
No.
I nominate you too.
Beat it.
I can't wait for that. No.
Yeah. I'll give you 50 cents for that toaster. I'll punch you in the face. How about that?
Hell yeah.
But nothing below $1.
Yeah.
Everything starts at $1.
But yeah, I mean, that's the way you could do it.
I'm going to talk to Olivero about that and see if we can put that together. The Mike Calta Show.
I have plenty of stuff.
So do I.
I have plenty of
that
stuff.
I'd happily get rid of.
Yeah.
You
My
know,
wife would be very happy if I got rid of a lot of stuff.
sell a bunch of it, and then I could actually take one of these guitars and sell it for like $500, and we'll give all the money to charity.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
All right.
I'm down.
Let me think about it.
I'll
Let me
stand
run this past
outside.
Olivero. You got to have some stuff you want to get rid of.
Me?
There's got to be old beads.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of stuff I'd like to get rid of.
Huh?
Yeah.
Joe.
I know something you can get rid of.
Dude,
Joe, you can't sell Joe at a yard sale.
Oh, come on. You could rent me.
Yeah.
He doesn't work.
Yeah.
And he's the old model.
Well,
Yeah, he's just blowing his cartridge.
Yeah, I know.
He
He
works
might be
really
good for parts.
Yeah.
probably.
That's what Sugar Pants says.
Joe, are you eyeing retirement at all?
Am I eyeing it?
Yeah.
It's eyeing me, I think, Michael.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got to be close to the age, right?
Well, I'm getting there.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that
Like I'm looking at it right now. I'm eyeing it, and I'm like, all right, I got to, because I still want to live a life after retirement.
yeah.
You've lived longer than you will live.
I know. I'm aware of that. No, I think I would probably just wind up selling my house and move into North Carolina.
Why North Carolina?
Because I know people up there, and it's nice. I like the weather. I like the mountains.
You would just leave us here?
No. That would be at the last. That's when you guys don't want me anymore. Don't say that's
a
right
long
now.
time ago. Yeah, that happened a long time ago.
That was 2007.
All right.
You're at Social Security age, aren't you?
No, not yet. I mean, I might be able to do early retirement, but there's not enough money there.
How old are you?
59.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we all thought you were way older.
Yeah, I thought you were in your 70s.
I don't think he's
No, he's lying. He's 87.
Because 62 is when you can get Social Security.
But that's early though. Now they want you to wait till 67.
Yeah, because they don't have it. By the time you and Carmen, good luck.
That's why I invested in crypto early.
Yeah.
I thought
We're
Joe
never
was
retiring.
64.
Yeah.
Nope.
So we have Social Security. We have a pension. We have a 401k. and then we have whatever money we saved.
The yard sale.
In the yard sale.
Oh, that's going to charity, though.
Yeah.
Dude.
I may retire before Joe.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean,
I'm moving in, Michael.
No, you're not.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
selling this house.
Yeah,
I
he's
feel like
moving
Joe
in.
already
You
retired a
can
couple
sell
years
it.
ago.
I'll just stay here.
yeah, I don't think there's going to be a big transition for
No.
Joe. I think he's living on the same lifestyle as
Yeah.
he lives now.
Yeah.
Bumming
This is
rides from kids. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So, Mr. Calta, we really love your house, and we'd like to buy it. We've always wanted to have a theater and a wine room and all these great things, and we feel like this house is our dream. Well, I am glad you're going to buy it. Now, there's one thing. What's that? There's an old man that comes with the house. Don't worry, he's harmless.
some call him butler.
Yeah.
Others call him friend.
He's there he's great for the garbage.
Great for the
He
kids.
got dogs. He'll walk the dogs.
he will pee in the backyard.
Yeah, but it's outside, and occasionally you're going to be missing snacks, and you're going to go, okay, or an alcohol. You might
Yep.
be your bottles might be low. You might want to line the bottles.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Yeah.
he's real good to have around.
A lot of wisdom for the
Yep.
young people.
Just part of the deal, Michael.
It's part of the deal, Joe.
Yeah. You might catch him stumbling down the stairs every once in a while. But nobody
Sometimes.
You
nobody
could not
I'm
move to the
nimble.
condo with me and Amanda. It's too small.
No, that's all right.
I would love it
Yeah.
because she goes to bed early. I mean, you could stay up and watch weird movies.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah. But
That actually does sound.
but I also think that at that age, I'm probably going to go to bed early too.
No.
And we'll have separate bedrooms.
No way, you will. But you're gonna want to go. It's gonna be exactly like it is now. You're gonna want to go to bed early. You're gonna get in bed, and you're gonna be like, I don't want to waste my time going to bed. You're gonna put the TV on. You'll watch something, write some stuff,
I want the old people upstairs for me to die, so I can buy their
God.
apartment
and then knock
and
the.
then put some spiral staircase in and
And
have two
No,
apartments.
when
fireman's
you're
pole?
old, you don't want stairs.
I was
No,
going to say, a spiral staircase sounds perfect for you.
That's for That's for Amanda to go upstairs. That's her apartment.
You can get the
yeah.
where you go up the side railing of the stairs.
falling all the way down.
I am saying that I like Jay Moore. My wife and I will at night when can I? You go upstairs and she goes up the spiral staircase.
Yeah.
So your wife goes upstairs and Joe stays with you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We got
He
two bedrooms
sleeps at
down
the
there.
foot of his bed like a dog keeps his feet warm. Come on, Joe. Come on. Up on the bed. Come on.
He's gonna have those little soft stairs because
Yeah,
he
you're
can't
gonna have
jump.
to get a little ramp for him.
Nothing was worse than the time Joe slept in my hotel room and he passed out in the bathroom behind the door, and I couldn't get in, and I had to pee so bad. And I'm like, Joe, I can't open the door. I gotta pee. But he was I'm banging the door, and he's like, all right, I'm down here.
What are you gonna do with Sugar Pants when you move in with
Oh
Mike?
no, she's gotta go.
Because she's
Come with me.
considerably younger than you.
She'll have to come with me.
Yeah,
All right.
she's not coming with me.
Yeah, see?
I mean,
Considerably younger.
Oh, dude, she's like, what is she like? 28?
she's 7.
No, I'm out.
28.
Funny joke, not so funny joke.
That's great.
That's a ripe age.
Ripe.
Stop it.
Right.
She is of age. She has a child.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you gonna do with the child?
A child
What
to
do
be
you
an
mean, what am I
adult.
gonna do
Probably
with the
date the
child?
child by then.
Oh man,
A child doesn't live in North Carolina.
This is
Go out to
falling
the
apart.
country. Look, you're free. You go run.
You just
run
let her
free.
go?
Yeah.
What does she do with that kid when she comes over to your house?
Brings her.
What do you mean? What does she
I don't
do?
know.
She sits around and talks with us.
She does?
Yeah.
Oh,
She doesn't find you guys awkward?
No.
Well, I'll tell you, my son loves you guys.
Yeah.
She seems to love us too.
Yeah, but what does she do whenever you guys go rum chata?
What do you mean? What
When
does
you
she
bang
do?
her mom.
Yeah.
I mean, we stick her in the coffin that she has to sleep in.
Oh man.
No,
I'm saying a lot of things.
She goes in the other room. And
Goes and
knows.
hangs out with Spanish.
Oh nope.
I thought the walls of the island are very thin.
They are very
and
thin.
you can
Gio.
hear stuff going
It's
on.
funny you say that. I mentioned that.
Has she spent the night, the daughter?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, yeah, she has.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does she sleep? Oh, you have a bedroom.
Yeah, I have
You
a
an
third
extra
bedroom.
Yeah.
And there's a couch in there right now.
And I lock my door.
Yeah.
But you can't hide from the noises.
No, you can't hide from the noises. No, you can only pray that they become quieter and swifter.
If you were a
in
real good
time.
producer, you would record it. We'd have it on
You
the
don't.
show.
You
Oh,
don't
I
want
do.
that. You don't want that.
Has Sweet and Low shirt ever stayed over or no?
I don't think so.
What is Sweet Low
Took me a
shirt?
second to
Sugar
register.
Pants mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's a sweetheart. No, she hasn't
Yeah,
stayed.
she's great.
I'd imagine Joe, if you walked in while they were making a lot of noise, he's dressed in a Tarzan outfit.
I've walked in on him before with the other one.
He has.
and- but I was blackout drunk, so I don't really remember.
Well, I remember. And
When's
it's
the last
awkward.
time you talked to Zoe?
I don't know, months.
When was the last time my wife talked to Zoe?
Shut up.
Why?
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
I don't know. Was it?
Oh no.
I was guessing.
She
got a little
stopped
guess.
in where my wife works.
And might have buy a dress for a new hot date.
My wife got an earful.
Oh, what did she get to
did
hear?
she say?
Well, they were just discussing our friend over here.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. This is gonna be so good.
Nothing you could tell us?
I don't know. Just
Oh man.
talk, whatever.
Drinking again, JD.
I will tell you this, that I liked Zoe. We had a good time when we were out in Vegas and stuff. Me and my wife and Pap and Zoe all hung out, went over to the Fremont Street and stuff. We had a good time.
You
was
like
fun.
Karen too, and that
I
didn't
did like Karen, yeah. I like Sugar Pan. Seems very nice.
Yeah.
I haven't got to know her very well, but a few times I met her.
I did not like Zoe.
Oh,
You did
yeah.
not.
No.
Because of the
she's
bread?
mean.
Was it the bread?
Not a fan.
Did you like Karen?
Yeah.
I know. No, you didn't like her either.
Yeah. This is great.
You can be
the
honest.
way he's saying.
Gio
it.
has
not
a
like
good
we're
read
together.
on people.
I'll tell you that I liked Karen, and I am very surprised that she pulled the wool over my eyes.
You are surprised.
Yeah, yeah.
I am shocked. Shooketh.
Normally, I can read
Spot
really
him,
well.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I normally, like, oh, yeah, something's going on there or whatever. But she just seemed, to me, she seemed like she was, one, too good for you, and two, kind of a goody two-shoes.
Yeah. No.
You know,
And
that's
super hot.
That's the way she came across to me.
If I knew, I would have been luring her in with drugs the minute I met her.
Yeah, that would have been
Late
so
little trail for her.
Yeah. I'd have been like, hey,
Hey, what's up?
does that kid give you this for free? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was super hot.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
had big bazongas.
She does. She does have big bazongas. Yeah. And an addiction issue.
That's a term.
Allegedly.
When's the last time you heard from her? Is she still blowing you up?
Yeah, she still hits me up.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe she should go talk to Jenny.
You still haven't blocked her?
Jenny.
Send her over.
Block her house. She hits me up from random Google numbers.
Oh, but she leaves you messages?
She will leave me a voicemail every once in a
What does it
while.
sound like?
They never say anything. It's just silence.
Heavy breathing.
But I know it's her. Yeah.
She just wants
I
you
wish
to
her
feel
luck.
the sadness.
Listen, I wish her luck, man. I know she's in a rough spot. So
Well, this just coming in from the therapist.
Oh.
My wife said she knew Karen was off.
really,
She knew Chris was off.
That's easy to say that now.
You can't backtrack it.
She called her a pantyhose psycho.
oh, that is true. That is true.
Wait, what's a pantyhose
And then
psycho?
she said, don't say that on the air. She did say it on day. She said, I said it on day one, and she's
Yep.
right. She did say it on day one. She didn't say that she was going to be a drug addicted cheater. She just said something was off with her.
Yeah. Well, something
is
was
weird.
off.
I mean, that is actually, in hindsight, you think about it, if she was a Spanish, something's off with her.
That's not
Yeah,
true.
I mean, that's a pretty.
That's not true.
Makes sense.
You were not in the best. You do not look like the man that you look like now. You're at a weird hairdo.
Yeah,
look
well,
like Kramer's son.
I was still very much like into my addictions, obviously.
Oh, as opposed to now.
Yeah,
Where
as
you're into
opposed
your
to now.
beads and your freedom.
No, just into
Spirituality.
I hate those beads so much.
There's no winning with you people.
Yeah, you think you're achieving balance and you're not. You're completely throwing it off.
No,
you're
you
messing with
perceive it as me throwing it off, but I perceive it as balance. We don't hang out all day. You see
We
me for
used
4
to.
hours.
We
I would
used
love
to.
to hang out with you.
I
You don't
can't
want to
hang out
with
anymore.
me.
You're weird now.
I'm not weird.
Well, all in favor of Spanish. All people who think Spanish is weird. Raise your hand.
Oh, shot! This is a big
right.
shock.
What?
This is a big shock.
What is a big shock?
This is a big shock.
You want to know the truth, or you want to know the lie?
I know that the truth is that you've been used to me being a certain way for the past 10 years, and now that I'm stepping out of that and into something new, everybody's freaked out by it.
Yes,
and that's
we
totally
all
understandable.
think it's weird and uncomfortable.
It's not weird, or it's you are feeling weird and uncomfortable.
All people who think it's weird and uncomfortable, raise your hand.
A group vote doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it 100% does.
How is it weird and uncomfortable?
By the
Because
way,
I'm
Carmen-
wearing beads?
Carmen, you're raising your hand, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't want to know the truth.
What
you
is
wanna
the
know
truth?
The truth is that you're weird and uncomfortable.
How?
I think the pendulum has swung too far the other way.
There is no, how is it swung too far the other way?
Because you were this way, and now you're way over here this way.
I partied all the time and was addicted to drugs, and now I'm not.
I'm not saying that you should do that. I'm just saying that you're you know what it is, Spanish. You're one of those people now that your life is about recovery, and you want everyone to know it, and you want to talk about it all the time. Listen, that's my perception.
That's what I'm saying.
That
though.
seems to be all of our perception.
It's
though.
all of your perception because I just went through one of the craziest periods of my life. The last 8 months, I tried to kill myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'm not flaunting recovery because I like to do videos and I wear beads.
Yes,
Yeah,
flaunting
that's all you
recovery.
talk about.
Yeah.
That's
That's
all you
not
talk
all I
about.
talk about.
But everybody else is telling you it is.
Yeah.
And you're saying it's not.
You 4 people are telling me that it is.
Yeah, the people
And
who
there are
spend the most time
tons
with you.
I don't spend the most time with you. And tons of
You
other
spend
people.
20 hours a week with us, and you don't spend the most time with us?
Absolutely not.
Who are you spending more time with?
But
Joe.
By the way, 100%. I'm sure there's a bunch of sad weirdos that think it's good, and that's fine. But what we're saying is, we all feel that it's weird, and it seems like all you want to talk about. That's it. Right or wrong, whether you're right or wrong, that's the way it is.
When have I ever personally talked to any of you about any of the things that I've gone through?
All the time.
No, that's not true.
It is totally
No,
true.
it's not true. When was the last time I talked to you
The
personally? about
last
it?
time, I don't know, but you
That's what I'm
definitely
saying.
have.
No,
yeah,
what-
but you were constantly talking about, you're bringing up your balance and all that other nonsense.
Because you keep asking me, because you keep making fun of me, and I have no choice but to defend myself.
I do blame you a little bit for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, I won't bring it up anymore. Never been over again.
yeah, I'm not here going, oh, guys, every day I do this. No, you ask, I answer, and then everybody freaks out.
I will tell you this. I was pleasantly surprised, when we hung out at the bare knuckle fighting thing that you didn't talk about any of that
Right?
stuff. But I also feel like you did not talk about that because it was
No.
me and you.
Absolutely
and you
not.
knew that I'd be like, Jesus Christ.
No.
Stop saying that.
You know that's
know what I
not
mean?
true.
Was he wearing his
That's
beads?
not true. No.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you were wearing
No,
the
I
beads.
wasn't.
In the
They were tucked
picture?
in your shirt.
No,
you
no, they were
said.
not. Those were chains.
Oh.
all
Two
right.
chains.
2 chains, yeah.
There you go.
But you said that it was tucked into your shirt.
Yeah,
that
I
you
thought
were wearing it.
I thought they were. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That Spanish was fine.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but it's kind of unfair because, like I said, he asks me and he does that,
Correct.
and then I talk, and then everybody's like, "Oh, you're so weird. You're so weird."
But also,
like I don't understand this line of logic.
your social media is a lot of spiritual.
Yeah, that's my social media.
stuff,
That's not-
And then your sideways YouTube was
But
spiritual.
that's a part of who I am. That's not who I am. That's just a part of who I am.
It's defining.
Just like you do
Dog
stuff,
guy?
right?
Sure.
You
I
know
get
what I'm
it.
saying?
I get it.
You're I don't know.
By the way,
He's dog guy.
By the way, dog guy, bead guy, dog guy.
I'm not saying I didn't say anything.
He's
but I'm
dog
saying
guy.
this is unfair. Like this is completely unfair. It's completely
We
one-sided.
all have it. He's dog guy. He's burger guy.
guy.
I'm fall guy. We've all
He's
got
old
our-
man.
I'm
Yeah,
drunk
he's
guy.
old man guy.
Sinus.
She's Regis
How did
Philbin.
that become burger guy?
Yeah,
you
you
know.
know. You
You
know.
went to
Double
Big
bacon
Man.
I'd rather be bead guy than burger
No.
guy.
Well, good luck.
Yeah.
Spanish will definitely take you on this trek with him.
I'm not taking no.
How many
absolutely not.
beads can you eat?
Like nobody likes burger guy.
I like burger guy better than bean guy. What about all the hammock talk?
real
What
quick?
hammock talk?
Real quick, you can be what's the the Adam Sandler movie, the remake, Longest Yard. You can be the cheeseburger guy. You got the burgers with you all the
I
time.
don't like this at all.
I'll party with you, Gio.
I feel attacked.
Back to what was the
hammock. I do my videos in a hammock because you made fun of me
You
for
talk
liking
about going down to the sunset with the
Sunrise.
dog or whatever it is.
Yeah, because when I was suspended from work and I was dealing with all that, what I was going through mentally, I needed to go somewhere. I'm not just gonna sit in the house by myself. So I got a hammock for Valentine's Day. I took it to the pier. I watched the sunrise.
Well, who
And
got you
again,
the hammock?
Mariah did. And you again, you
that's
brought
why
it
you
up.
like the hammock
You
so
brought
much.
it up. Nah, it actually
It's like
hurts.
laying in Mariah.
Gross. You brought it up, and then when I told you, that's when it became this crazy. I'm so
So you're
weird.
saying I'm the problem?
I didn't say you're the problem.
I'm
It's-
starting to hear
it's
that.
By the way,
unfair.
I did point that out this morning.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Before this, that I blame you because you keep on bringing up the beads and all this stuff.
They're bugging me.
Yeah, but
I'm not bringing
to
it
hear
up.
about it. To hear about it is even more annoying.
Yeah, and again, I don't say anything. You ask.
Would
Should
you
we
rather
vote?
hear about my dreams or his beats?
Oh, come on.
Oh, as much as I hate your dreams, I would rather hear you talk about your dreams than him talk about spirituality and beads and all that stuff.
All right.
But in his defense, he is kind of right. You're the one that brings it up, and that's why he's talking. Because outside of where he's not coming up to me and talking to me about beads, he's not
Doesn't
talking to me
force it.
when we're hanging out. He doesn't-
I'll be cognizant of that in the future.
You should bead doing something different.
Hey, so my wife said that Karishma was a pantyhose psycho.
Yeah.
And she said no one that age wears pantyhose on the reg.
That's right.
Yeah, but she's also foreign. You got to put that into it. You know what I mean?
So she's
No,
foreign.
it's true.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Foreign pantyhose psycho.
Well, they have different.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Whatever, you know. If somebody, I mean, obviously she was born here in America, but her family is Guyanese.
Different culture.
I
Yeah,
don't
so different
recognize
culture.
if somebody's wearing pantyhose. I know it.
I don't even know. Yeah.
Yeah, but then but that's the thing is if you grow up in a family that's from a different country, there's different type of things. So that's where, that's where I get that. Where I go, oh, her family's not from here. So
Her family's
you know,
not.
but you know what I'm talking about.
100%.
Okay. All right, I got
But
you.
I love Pantyhose Psycho.
Yeah, that's a
Great name for a band.
Yeah. That's a good punk rock band.
Yeah.
Pantyhose Psycho. Pantyhose Psycho's opening for Pitbull Toddler the 17th, May 17th at Joyland in Sarasota. We'll make our triumphant return out there. We actually have a charity gig that we're playing on May 3rd. Then we'll be out there May 17th. And I got a request for a brand new grand opening in July.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Quiznos.
Oh, I hope it's the Fazoli's they're building by my house.
Yeah, you do, burger guy.
Oh, yeah. Hey, there's no burgers at Fazoli's.
Maybe if you stop out there, will be.
It is not a Fazoli.
Put some pasta on my burger.
It is going to be pretty awesome, though. It'll be a pretty awesome place. Yeah. I don't really want. I don't know what I can say and what I can't. So I'm not going to say anything.
All right.
I don't want to.
Now I'm excited.
I don't want to be.
I can tell you it's in the Trinity area.
You're burger guy.
Too late.
I don't want to be burger guy.
That's you.
You look like a burger.
Burger guy.
Hey, burger guy, tell dog guy to tell fall guy to tell big guy to shut up.
I'm shutting up. Like I said, I never say anything. I never push any of this on anybody.
Let's not say never.
I mean, when honestly, and you can say this too. When did I ever come in here preaching anything ever?
No, you don't preach it.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't bring it up.
Be it.
But I don't bring it up. You, like I said, and I understand I'm different now. I'm not the guy that I was, but I didn't come in here saying I'm different now and this is it.
Maybe I'm saying I like the old drug addicted loser, not loser
that guy's
guy.
dead. Yeah. That guy's never coming back.
I say drug addicted. I don't know that you were doing. I mean, I guess you were, but I'm saying it's not like I'm like, hey, let's do drugs.
Yeah, it was. I mean, when everything started to spiral out of control last year, I should have not leaned on certain addictions like I did. And obviously, this past March.
Let me ask you this, because I don't know. Was the addiction stuff causing bad times, or was bad times causing you deeper into addiction?
It was when Karen ghosted me and I got sick.
Yeah,
and I was on a bunch of steroids and was just quarantined from everybody for a month. That was
best month of my life.
Yeah, that was when I tried to kill myself and everything was bad.
My God.
And I wasn't sleeping.
But don't say like you didn't try. You thought about killing yourself.
I had a gun in my mouth.
Yeah, but you didn't try to kill yourself. You thought about killing yourself.
Also, you shouldn't tell people that.
I mean, it's the truth.
I know, but it's just it makes people uncomfortable for sure. Like, I mean, if I was a girl that was like, I'd probably date somebody. Oh, yeah, to get in his mouth. Nah, that's not.
Hey, I get it.
But you didn't answer my question though. So was all of that? So whenever you had your skin stuff going on and all that, and Karen stuff, whatever, did you start doing more stuff?
No,
then?
I was terrified.
Well,
then.
yeah, because I would imagine combining all that stuff would be terrible.
It was, I think, mentally, because I didn't have anybody or anything to lean on. That's when I spiraled out of control, and I didn't know what to do because I was
talk
alone.
to you about Scientology.
Yeah, no. But
Gio, instead of burger guy, what if we upgraded you and called you Mayor McCheese? Is that good?
I mean, it feels like a promotion.
Yeah. You get a key to the city. Yeah, maybe some cheese.
The mayor, you're like, you're running things.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, what if you're a hamburglar?
I did used to wear the hamburger costume when I was in high school.
All right, nothing wrong with that.
I don't believe your high school stories.
He didn't work at McDonald's. He just wore it.
Dude, I worked at the Holiday McDonald's on US 19.
But you also said you used to play like the horn and you refused to bring a horn in.
I did that too.
My
Which
brother
horn was
Tim
it?
just sent this to me for you.
Wimpy. You're wimpy.
Yeah.
What horn did you play?
I played several.
What
that's
one
not
can
an
I
answer.
get for you to play in here?
I played the trumpet. I
right,
played
I
French
wanna get a
horn. I
trumpet.
played all that stuff. Yeah.
Next time Carl from Billy Joel's band comes in, I'm going to have you play with him.
French horn is the one you put your hand in, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What's that? What's that French horn?
French horn.
Yeah.
It's a
big
French
round
horn.
thing.
It's got a thing, and you put your hand in there.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
What's the one with the ball?
With the ball.
Yeah, you put a ball in it to change the Tone.
Oh, it's a cone. It's you're thinking about a trumpet.
Yeah.
Okay, but it looks like a ball. But
They kind of do that in jazz.
What's when you play with a
plunger?
Plunger, yeah.
Yeah, it's trumpet too.
Trumpet, yeah.
All right.
Shout out to the Golf High School band.
Golf High School. What up? What up?
Yeah.
Golf you up.
I'd love to see you sit in with their band one day.
Dressed as the Hamburglar.
It's been so long now, I don't think I can play anymore.
You don't think? Muscle memory?
Yeah, I mean, I would know how, but I couldn't.
Yeah, you can.
Well, you should.
Yeah, how long's it been? It's been like 20 years more.
Since I was, 19?
You haven't picked up a horn since?
But like maybe a handful of times for 10 minutes.
lies.
They didn't have band in my school.
Yeah.
They didn't have a football team, so they didn't have a band.
So they had it in my elementary school. I was going to play saxophone, and the guy who was the music teacher looked like Anton LaVey and yelled at me. And he goes, "Are you really going to practice? Are you going to play?" And I was like, I don't want to deal with this guy.
Sounds like it'd be right up your alley.
It was son of a bitch. Yeah, but he was mean. If he would have said, "Hey, Satan wants you to play saxophone," I would have been like, "I'm down."
Right.
I don't know why I wanted to play saxophone. I wasn't going to get into
why.
Slayer. No,
Bruce Willis played in that 501 Blues commercial.
Whatchamacallit? The vampire movie.
Interview with the Vampire?
No.
Saxophone Vampire?
Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, Lost Boys.
Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Lost Boys, sexy sax player. And then what else? There was Bruce Willis, and then there was
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton, yeah. There were a bunch of sexy sax guys in those days.
Clarence Clemens.
Clarence Carter.
Yeah, but I wanted to play, and the guy yelled at me, and I was like, "Yeah." So I could have been playing since I was like, 10 years old or something.
Right. You'd be good.
You'd be Ronnie D over here.
I started playing in elementary school, like right out of elementary school.
Oh, so you should be able to remember that. If I played accordion in elementary school, if you give it to me, I'll give you a little papa.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're also Italian.
Yeah, it's in my blood.
Right.
Yeah.
Automatic. Just happens.
There's some sweet EDM music that has accordions in it. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
So, all right. So you won't be horn guy. You'll be burger guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Burger man.
Burger guy?
No, he said I could be Mary McCheese.
No, I said
that's up
what
to a
if.
vote.
I said what if.
Yeah.
What?
What if?
Oh man.
They got burger guy, dog guy, bead guy, fall guy, old guy, and knobby knees.
You're gonna have to come up with something new once I get rid of these beads.
Oh,
which I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm just not going to wear them around my neck anymore. It'll probably just be.
Oh, we know where you're going to put them.
We know where they go.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, let's take a break. We'll give some stuff away when we come back. We'll play a little Whose Tweet Is It next on 102.5 The Bone. We have some stuff to give away. Don't tweet Carmen.
We do. We have a bunch of stuff.
Can we play a little Whose Tweet Is It to give that stuff away, Galvin?
Yes.
Then let's do it right now. Here we go.
Let the tweeting begin. It's time to play Whose Tweet Is It Anyway? On the Mike Calta Show.
All right, Galvin, what do we have up first?
All right, I'm going to read you a tweet from somebody who is on the Bone on air staff. You guys have to try and figure it out. First one to get to 3 is going to win a prize for somebody on the phone lines there. So your first tweet is a video of a guy playing guitar, and the guy has his shirt off, and he has quite the nipples on him. I can tell you that. The tweet is, "This nipple is actually pretty nipple if you nipple it a nipple." Whose tweet is that?
Done.
Carmen is done.
Whoever wrote it, I nipple that guy.
Done.
Gio is done.
Oh no,
Spanish changing. Possibly.
Done.
All right.
Yeah, I did change.
All right, I'm done.
All right, Carmen, you were in first, so I'm going to start with you. Whose tweet is that?
That is Will Kuntz.
He says Will Kuntz. Mike Calta, who you got?
I was in doubt, but I did not Kuntz it out. I went with Brett.
He said Brett.
He seems to be the kind of guy that likes men's nipples.
All right. Spanish, who did you have? Who did you change it to?
At first, I went with Fat Nipple Spike, but then I changed to Thick Nipple Johnny B.
Oh, all right. And Gio, who you got?
Johnny Nipples.
Johnny Nipples. I can tell you, nobody got any points on that one. That was me.
Oh!
That was a tweet from me about a guy with his
Thank
nipples.
God we weren't like, that's the dumbest tweet. The dumbest.
Nipple guy.
I mean, it was big, weird nipples. All right, here we go. Next tweet. When the Beatles wrote,
Nipple guy.
When the Beatles wrote, I read the news today, oh boy, they were talking about days like today. War, taxes, and hush money. Here's a reminder. Control what you can control. Your outlook and attitude. Focus on your own joy and peace of
Done.
mind.
Done.
Practice gratitude and enjoy life.
Done.
Mike's done. Spanish is done. Gio's done. Carmen's done. All right. Mike Calta, who you got?
A guy I can't believe doesn't have beads. That's Drew Garabo.
You said it's Drew. Gio, who do you think it is?
Drew.
You say Drew. Spanish, what do you think?
That's Drew.
You want to loan him your beads? Carmen, who you got?
Used all the characters. That's Drew.
It is Drew. Everybody gets a point on that one. Yes. Yes. It's bead talk.
Don't give him any ideas.
It's bead talk.
You guys get together and beat off?
This one has a video of Fiona Apple, and the tweet says, Fiona, in all capital letters.
Done.
Gio's done.
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 Mike's done. Carmen's done. Spanish is done. Spanish? Who you got?
Stupid tweet, stupid Mo.
You said it's Mo. Carmen, what do you think?
Stupid Mo.
You said it's Mo. Spanish or Gio, who you got?
Mo.
You say Mo, and Mike Calta?
Loves white girl music. Mo.
You say Mo. Everybody got Mo. That is a point for everyone. Everyone at 2 points. Anybody's game right here.
There we go for the win.
Your next tweet. Man, I haven't been this jacked about at New York Knicks hoops in a long time. Dante ices the Garden Party. Up 2 heading into Philly. Great win. Whose tweet is that? Whose tweet is that?
Done.
Done.
Spanish is done. Mike's done. Gio's done.
Done.
Carmen's done. All right. FTW. Here we go. Gio, who you got?
That is Monica.
You said it's Monica.
Sexy Dreams with Mike.
Spanish? Sports guy. What do you got?
That's Dizzy.
You said it's Dizzy watching the B-ball. Mike Calta. You can win it all right here.
I guessed. I said that's John Senning.
You say John Senning.
Likes to watch basketball high.
Carmen. Who do you think it is?
He loves sports but does not like playing them. That's Johnny B.
Doesn't say
Interesting.
doesn't like playing them.
No points. New York Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it might have been one of those guys, but I thought that was too obvious.
Mike Olivero.
Oh!
Mike
Yeah,
Olivero
what
with the
too
New
obvious.
York Knicks. Yeah. How you like that? All right, here we go. Everybody's still tied with 2. Your next tweet has a picture, and it looks like scrambled eggs, bacon, and maybe some sort of potato, like breakfast potatoes
hash
kind of
brown?
thing. Not a hash brown,
Like a
but
chorizo and eggs?
No, like a breakfast potato thing. And it says, breakfast for dinner never disappoints.
Done.
Spanish is done. Fast.
Done.
Gio and Mike are done.
For the win.
Done.
You crying?
You guys, I'm done. I can't breathe.
Oh, you turned into Edith Ann.
Anybody can win right here. All you need is 1 point. Carmen, who you got?
That sounds like me.
Sounds like you.
Yeah.
Breakfast for dinner never disappoints. All right. Carmen says herself. Mike Calta. Who do you think it is?
I think you back-to-back gorilla'd us. That's
Oh.
Mike Olivero.
All right. Spanish. Who you got?
That's Dizzy.
You said it's Dizzy. Gio, what do you think?
That is Mike Olivero.
You said it's Mike Olivero. We got ourselves a runoff. That was Mike Olivero. Gio and Mike Calta, both correct. Spanish and Carmen, you are out. All right, your next tweet is
For the win.
this one. It has the video of the guy asking Bryan Cranston a question, and Bryan Cranston does the mom joke and drops the mic. The tweet is, don't ever tell me your mom joke isn't funny.
Done.
Gio's done.
For the win. Mike loses.
Oh, calling a shot.
Yeah.
Done.
Mike Calta's done.
More for the win.
Oh, all right. Here we go. Gio, who you got?
That is a stupid tweet. It's Mo.
You said it's Mo. Mike Calta, you win it all right here. Who you got?
While I agree it's a stupid tweet, I said it was Dizzy.
Oh, stupid tweet from Mo or stupid tweet from Dizzy? Who wins the game? Gio wins the game. That was Mo.
Called my shot.
Yep. Yep.
Good.
You gotcha.
definitely
You
did. All right.
gotcha.
What line are you playing for, Gio?
Line 6.
Stand by. I have to sign back in because it's only been 4 seconds
Yeah.
since I signed in before.
Suspicious.
Mhm.
Don't you wish you could just put your eye up to that thing?
I know,
Yeah.
right?
I'm sorry. What line, Gio?
Line 6.
Line 6. There you are. Good morning. Who is this?
Hey, good morning. It's Maria.
Hi, Maria. You are the winner today because Gio beats me in a runoff.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Please contain your excitement, Maria, as I put you back on hold.
I know I don't win often, but when I do, I like to celebrate.
Maria, are you with us?
I'm still here.
All right. Hold on. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, everybody.
I'm still here.
Burger guy won.
Yeah.
Burger guy.
Yeah, come on.
Good one, dog.
Nice work,
That's
McCheese.
right.
All right. You ready for round two?
Oh, yeah, round two. I'm ready for round two. Yeah.
Sure, if you want
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
It's up to you.
yeah.
All right,
I'm
here we
ready.
go. Round two. Your first
Round
one
two.
has two different pictures of this person with the cupping, the cupping that they do.
Yep.
The one that has the cups on, the other one has the cups off with big marks on this person. And it says, got cupped and ended up with awesome hickeys to boot. Don't tell the better half. Winky face.
Oh, yeah. I got to take that off. Hold on. I was done.
Oh, okay.
I finished.
Spanish is done. Gio is done. Carmen?
Done.
Done.
A real cupper.
To boot.
To boot.
All right. I'm done.
All right. Mike Calta, tell me who you had, who you changed it to.
I initially had Monica until you said better half, but she's a lonely loser, so she's got nobody.
Oh my God.
She's alone. She's single.
Jackhammer.
Then I thought, what hippie would get cupping done? And I said John Senning.
You say John Senning. Gio, do you have a shorter answer?
That is Will Cups.
Willie Cups?
Willie Cups. Spanish, who you got?
That is
It's pronounced-
Carmen.
It's pronounced Coops.
Please stay off your phone during the game.
Oh.
I'm just,
I mean, I have to respond to some text messages.
Do
I'm
you,
sorry.
though?
Who was it?
Do you, though?
Of course. It's a listener.
Ah!
Disqualified.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm happy for
In
that.
the middle of the show, you're responding to listener text?
Yes.
That's awful. Put your head in the show.
They're like,
What?
I agree. I hate Mike. He's so mean
your
to you.
beads are cool.
Jesus. You guys are
Why do you say
relentless. Yeah.
Spanish, who do you have? And please do
Carmen.
not use your phone again. You say that's Carmen. Carmen, who do you have?
I said that's Willie Cups.
Willie Cups. That's two for Willie Cups. No points. That was Ethan.
Ethan doesn't count.
He doesn't count.
Ethan
I
counts.
still can't find him on Twitter.
Yeah, either can I.
It is
Ethan in Florida.
no, it's Heathen something is his name on there.
Was it a girl? Was it a girl listener? Hey, I'm talking to you.
Oh, I
He
have
was
a name.
He was
Oh,
responding.
Jeez.
Sorry. Hey, Beads.
Yeah.
Is it a girl listener?
Yeah, Leah. Yeah.
Oh, you gave me her name.
Yeah. She's very sweet. Very supportive.
I take back my anger and aggression.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But she hates
You
you.
didn't say
She doesn't hate
she
you.
hates me.
No, what?
I thought she said I hate Mike.
No, you said out loud. She said, "I hate Mike."
I'm just thinking it makes more sense that you were talking
You're
to a girl.
pissing me off,
Yeah.
Gio.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Carmen, Heathen Radio is Ethan.
I'm pissing him off.
Heathen
Yeah.
Radio. Yeah.
Don't make me laugh.
Remember when Toady killed
You
Christopher?
can kiss my ass. How about that?
Too much.
All right. Are we still playing?
I hope so. We're
Okay.
only getting round one there.
Here we go. Your next tweet. So nobody got a point on that one. So we're still all at 0. Your next tweet is this one. It says 420 2024 backwards is still 420 2024. 3 exploding mind emojis.
Done.
I saw this.
Carmen is done. Gio is done.
Done.
Spanish is done.
Done.
Mike is done. Spanish. Whose tweet is that?
That's John Senning.
You said it's Sean Senning. Carmen, who you got?
Emojica.
You said it's Monica. Mike Calta, did you figure it out?
Javier Poussois.
You said it's JP and Gio.
Monica.
No points.
We all had different answers.
I was dizzy. I was dizzy.
God.
As Joe confirms after I said it.
Well, I knew.
Yeah, dizzy. I know. All right, your next one. It says, picked up some crack from the bum that lives in the enclave of the wall that's around my complex.
Done.
Have a safe and happy 420, y'all. Hashtag 420 day. Mike Kelta's done.
Could you read it again?
Done.
Yes. Carmen's done. Picked up some crack from the bum that lives in the enclave of the wall that's around my complex. Have a safe and happy 420, y'all.
Done.
Hashtag 420 day. Gio's done.
Done.
Spanish is done. Carmen, who you got?
He lives by bums because he is a bum. That's Will Kuntz.
Okay, Mike Calta, who you got?
I was torn between Will Kuntz and Spike, but then Spike can't use a word like enclave, so I went with Will.
Okay. Gio, what do you think?
I also chose Will.
You say Will, and Spanish?
Will.
Everybody said Will. Everybody gets a point.
There we come.
Yeah, there you go. All right, here we go. Your next tweet. Everybody has one right now. Your next tweet says, I told myself I'm going to use less DoorDash. So far, there has been no clear sign of when I intend to implement these new changes. And then it has a smiling face melting emoji.
Done.
Good one.
Done.
Carmen's done.
Done.
Spanish is done. Gio is done.
Done.
Mike Kelta's done. Gio, who you got?
Monica.
You said it's Monica. Carmen, what do you think?
I think that's you, Galvin.
You said it's me using a smiling, melting emoji. Did you picked up on that?
You know what?
Spanish. What do you think it
I
is?
said Monica.
You say Monica. And Mike Kelta, who you got?
Once I heard the melting emoji, I also said you, Galvin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't think about the emojis.
Yeah,
Interesting.
same.
So 2 of you say me, 2 of you say Monica. None of you got points. That again was Dizzy.
Oh.
That was Dizzy. Come on, guys.
You and Dizzy equal.
Be better.
Same.
Be better. Be better. All right. Your next tweet is this one. For those of you wondering what California sober means, California sober is when a person gives up on alcohol and hard drugs but continues to consume marijuana. Some individuals also permit the use of psychedelic drugs such as ayahuasca, LSD, or magic mushrooms.
Done.
Mike Kelta's done. Oh, come on.
Done.
My sweet Jillian Michaels is dressing like a man. Stop.
Done.
Done.
I think it's kind of hot.
I don't know.
She's got a nice fat tie.
Yeah, but she should be wearing workout
She's
clothes.
got a nice fat knot
What?
in her tie.
All right, everybody's done?
Yep.
All right,
Full
Carmen,
Windsor.
who you got?
I said that's Drew.
Say Drew. Gio, what do you think?
Drew.
Spanish.
Ethan.
Mike Kelta.
Proper use of all characters and a lesson. I say that's Drew.
3 of you said Drew. 1 of you said Ethan. 1 of you just got a point. Spanish is right. That was
That's because you're
Ethan.
on your phone all the time.
No, I
Figured
used
it
the
out.
beads.
Figured it out. Very
Yeah,
nice.
use the beads.
Oh, please guide me. All right, your next tweet. Never thought that these dudes would make such a splash when I was listening to Kerplunk and 39 Smooth. Unjustly called sellouts by fake fans, they evolved and became superstars. Congrats to Billy Joe, Mike Durnett, and Trey Cool.
Done.
Done.
Gio's done. Mike is done. Carmen is done.
Done.
Done. I can't breathe, you guys. Spanish, you said you're done?
Yeah.
All right. Mike Kelta, who you got?
Loves white people's music. Mo.
You said it's Mo. Carmen, who do you think it is?
That's Mo.
You said it's Mo. Gio, who you got?
Loved Green Day before they were cool. That's Drew.
You said it's Drew. In Spanish, you could win it.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Spanish, you could win it all right here. FTW, who you got?
I said Mo.
You said Mo. 3 of you
Drew.
said Mo. 1 of you said Drew. Mike just said it. That's Drew.
Kaplunk. You
Gio.
kaplunk this.
Gio gets the point on that one. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Your next tweet, I'm actually going to have to search for real quick because
We've gone over.
running dry. But I can find one. Let me see what we got here, folks. Let me see what we got. Looking through it, trying to find it. Here we go. Come on, give me something. All right. I don't know if that one's going to work out. Talk amongst yourselves while I find another tweet.
What's the current score? Do we know?
Current score is you have 1, Carmen has 1, Gio has 2, and Spanish has 2. So anybody's game right here. All right, here we go. This has a picture, and from the words, I believe that it's a Game of Thrones, maybe Fire and Ice book, and it has an emoji over the picture with the eyes going up, like, oh, geez, one of those emojis. And it says, good morning to everyone but Joffrey. And then it has a mean face all red. You get what I'm saying? So it's a picture of a book. On that picture, it has the eyes rolling emoji. And and then it says, good morning to everyone but Joffrey with a mean red face.
Done.
Mike's done. Spanish is done. Carmen's done.
Done.
Gio's done. Carmen, let's see if we can tie it up here. Who you got?
The only person that I know that actually reads, that is Monica.
You said it's Monica. All right. Mike Calta, let's see if you can tie it up here. Who you got?
My reasoning exactly. Monica's reading.
Yeah.
And she used an emoji. Monica.
Okay, you say Monica. Spanish.
I said Monica.
You could win it all right here. You say Monica. All right. Gio, with the comeback, you could win it all right here. Who you got?
Monica.
You say Monica. Everybody says Monica. Everybody gets a point. We got a runoff between Gio and Spanish. All right. This is going to be difficult, folks. Let me try and find another one here.
We could call it a draw. If we're,
Well, let's see. Let's
I
see
know
what
we're
we got.
short on time.
Let's see what we got. Are we short on time? I'm searching quickly for something.
Good one.
Trying to find it, guys. Trying to find it. Trying to help you out. Trying to help you out. Trying to help you out. All right, this next one. This has. Remember, we won the Crystal Award.
Yeah.
WHBT 1025 The Bone won the award. So the Bone put out, wow, huge, great, thanks everybody, blah blah blah. And then this is a quote tweet. So they're retweeting that with this quote. It says, "This is so awesome. Of all the possible industry accolades, this one means the most to me. Proud to work for a radio station and leadership that prioritizes giving back to the community."
Done.
Okay.
For the win.
Gio is done. Calling a shot. Could be back to back.
Done.
Yeah.
Spanish is done. Timidly says done.
I confidently said I'm done.
I heard that.
Let me change it.
Oh! What is
You're
going
blowing
on?
my mind. You're blowing my mind.
I'm done.
Spanish, you had the lead. Gio came back to tie you up. You could win it all right here. Who you got?
I had Drew, but I changed it to Olivero.
Interesting. Okay, all
I
right.
think you're right. If I was a betting man, I'd say that was exactly the right choice.
Well, you're out of the game. So let's go over to
Saying for betting purposes.
let's go over to Burger Guy.
Not Burger Guy.
Who you got?
That is Drew Garabo. For the win!
Spanish said he had Drew.
Back to back!
Changed it to Mike Olivero.
I backed the Olivero.
Please don't be Drew.
Gio says it is Drew.
Confidently.
Confidently that you shouldn't have changed. He'll bet you 3 burgers on it.
Dude, double birds?
Double birds for my double wins.
Okay.
Double birds. Gets double wins.
Oh,
It was Drew.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan. It was Drew the whole time.
Congratulations,
Gio, what line are you playing for?
Line 12.
Good morning. Who's this?
Tia.
Hi, Gia.
Gia.
Please hold, Gia. You are a winner.
You know what I say to that? Burgers beat beads.
Ooh.
You're not wrong.
Burgers beat beads.
All right, Galvin, thank you.
Got
We
it.
must take a break. It's the Mike Calta Show. Is Asadam in the studio next?
Yeah, he should be, yes. Unless
Why don't
he's
you
not showing
why don't
up.
you text him?
Yeah.
The confidence in which you speak makes me nervous. If you want to get on the phone lines, if you got a question for Ask Saddam, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Phone lines are open. We'll go to your calls next on 1025 The Bone. If you want to get through to Dom, the lines are open right now. We can get it going. 800 lines are always open. And right now we got a call on line 1. Good morning, you're on with Ask Saddam. What do you got?
Hi, Dom. My name is Kevin, and I'm calling because I had a stepmom pass last week. And in 2012, she was married to my dad. He passed then, and somehow everything in his will was written over to her. Well, with her passing last week, I got a call yesterday saying that I'm the executor of the will now, and 50% of everything goes to me, and then 50% goes to her 3 nieces. She lives in Tucson, Arizona, and when she was married to my father, that was in Wisconsin. So I guess my question is do I need to look at like probate or an estate attorney to try to take care of some of these things? It being in Tucson, and her car is registered there. She has a mobile home there. But my dad's retirement is that she is living off of is in Wisconsin.
Well, when your father remarried to this this woman back in the early, 2000, I think you said 2012 is when he passed. Then she would be the immediate wife, the spouse. So that's not uncommon that everything would go to her because they would be married, unless of course he had an instrument, a will, or a trust that said no. Even though I have a new wife, this is how I want my estate to be divvied up. Now he can do that. If he didn't do that, then it's not uncommon what happened when you have a stepmom or someone comes in. Now that she's passed, it sounds like in her will, if I'm tracking you properly, she's named you as the executor of her estate.
Correct.
Okay, which it sounds like you had a good relationship then with your stepmom if she has that much trust and faith in you, which that's wonderful.
Yeah, I did. And then shortly after my dad died, she met another guy, and she picked up and moved to Tucson, Arizona. So I never had anything to do with her since 2012.
Well, maybe she never
hussy, huh?
Well, she might allegedly, right? Yeah, but she may not have ever changed her will. But that's an interesting dynamic because if she now has a new spouse, then it might have the same situation that happened with your dad and her, unless of course her will has specific instructions. Which, if you're being, I'm assuming, as a lawyer contacted you out of Arizona.
No, nobody. It was her sister and her sister's husband found a written will, and my stepmom used to work for an attorney back in Wisconsin, and he signed this will that she had in her nightstand.
That's interesting. So the will's out of Wisconsin, and they just live in Arizona?
Correct.
Okay,
it's out of Wisconsin.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this is like a law school fact question. This is a lot of dynamics here. What you need to do now is contact an attorney that does probate law in Wisconsin, because that's going to be the controlling document. If the will was executed in that state. Now, a lot of people have wills in certain states and then move. Life changes, things happen. And the assets there might be in Arizona, but the document's going to be, starting at least in Wisconsin, and it may drift depending on where the assets are and if they're titled in certain states. But I would start there at a probate law. In Florida, just because you're in Florida, a Florida lawyer is not going to help you here. I would start Wisconsin, and then I'd move to see if Arizona is going to be involved in any way, because if there's real property or things owned there, well, then Arizona is going to drift in with that issue, but you're going to be guided by the will instrument out of Wisconsin.
What has she got, Kev? She got anything good?
She has a 2015 Hyundai Tucson, and she has a mobile home that she's paid for. But it's my dad's retirement that I know that had a lot of money, because he worked for a city back in Wisconsin. And they always had really good pensions.
Yeah, get that before the new guy takes it.
Well, supposedly he took, because that's why she moved to Tucson, because he took advantage of her. So she moved out to Tucson and had friends out there and bought the mobile home, and she lost a bunch of money to him and stuff. But the pension is, I guess that's my big thing, and because that was never touched, and she's still living off of that.
All right, well,
look, the mobile home and the car is probably not worth too much, but hey.
Well, I hope this helped you out today, because I'd like to see you get the money.
Well, for folks listening, you don't have to be the executor of the estate. I mean, if you want to relinquish that because you don't want to deal with it, or it's not worth it, or you don't care, whatever the case is. I mean, you don't have to do that. You can.
Well, it does say that in the will that I can relinquish that, and it would go to her sister.
Yeah.
But then, the proceeds where it says 50% to me and then 50% to her 3 nieces, do I give that up then?
No. Just the command of the executive status. So, you're not giving up your inherent right to the inheritance. It's just that, there's someone that's going to, call balls and strikes, and manage whatever the instrument says. If you don't want to be the executor, that's different than saying, hey, I'm giving up my inheritance. Because what happens is it just shifts to the next person in line. And the design of that, let's say, God forbid, you weren't with us. Well, then you couldn't be the executor. Then it would fall to the next person named. So when I did
it does say that.
Yeah. Well, when I did my trust documents live on air, I think last year with Andrew Gracie, I went through all of my documents for the listeners to kind of follow along. And I had several different executors listed in case, someone wasn't around when when the will was initiated or when the trust was initiated. So yeah, be very cautious about that. But again, we're talking about something in Wisconsin. And so I'm only licensed in the state of Florida. I can only give you Florida-based advice. I would yield to an attorney in Wisconsin, especially if you relinquish the executorship. Maybe in that state, well, if you're relinquished, then you're out. So double check that clause. But in Florida, it won't work.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I totally appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Good luck to you, buddy. Thank you.
There you go.
Right, thanks. Yeah, bye.
Oh, that's tough, man. Having to deal with multi-state stuff.
Well, and a lot of people, have come here from other states because it's a great place to come, especially post-COVID. A lot of people visit here and say, "Oh, I like it. We want to stay." So it's not uncommon that you get a lot of calls now from other states. And I always have to be careful, Mike, because I can't always assume that someone's calling from the state of Florida. And I, you know me, I just tell you straight. If I don't know, I don't know. You got to refer it out. And make sure you give the right advice. But I'm only licensed in Florida. Bill is a little bit of more of an advantage because he's a federal attorney. If it's a federal case, he can go anywhere in the country.
So you're saying he's smarter than you?
Sansoni, absolutely.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't appear to be.
Well, let me tell you something. If he has absolutely more patience and probably more smarts, because I do not have the patience to deal with federal court. I had a federal license from 2002 to 2005. I think it was 3 years. And I did some federal work early in my career. And they asked me in the Middle District of Florida, do you want to renew? I go, hell no. I'm sending this bitch back.
Keep it.
I said, no, it wasn't for me. They were too structured there. You don't get the evidence until the day of trial. It was too formal. The font's got to be a certain. It's in English. Can you read it? What difference does the font got to be? And my personality doesn't mix well with the feds.
All right. If you want to get through, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Let's go to Kim. Kim, good morning. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, Kim?
Good morning.
Hello.
Actually, Dom, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes. Good morning, Kim.
Okay. Good morning. I spoke with you about a month ago. I had a fall. I had a slip and fall in a nursing home, and I had retained an attorney. And you had told me to ask the attorney for the the policy document and have it sent to me. They never sent it to me. I just spoke with the attorney. It's the ones that pre-litigate in the beginning before they do their go to litigation or whatever process. Mm-hmm. And I had spoke to her. She said that she had tried numerous times to get a hold of them for a response. No one has ever responded to her. So she is filing a motion for litigation, and she said that then she would turn it over to the litigation attorney so he could look at it and see if he wanted to take the case. Now, I don't understand. And I asked her, is that a common practice that nobody responds? And she said, no, it's very unusual.
Well, nursing homes are a pain in the ass. I mean, so it's not necessarily the hospitals, pain in the ass. I mean, that, by the way, that's a legal term. I learned that in my second year of law school. And bless your heart, I appreciate you calling back. So when you have an insurance company representing really any entity that doesn't want to give you the information, the lawyer, and I don't know if they're going to do this or not, can contact the Florida Department of Insurance, which is a civil remedy notice. And you can say, look, they're not providing us there's different things you can check: the claim delay, claim denial, claim avoidance, miscommunication, malcommunication. There's a lot of different things you can check. You report that to the Florida Department of Insurance, and then they go, hey guys, you're in a company, you're operating, you should have insurance, or you should at least disclose whether you do or you don't. And that's something that can go through the state. Now, that still isn't going to solve the problem of the claim. That's just going to say, hey, we're telling on you that you're not doing something right. Now, if they want to file a lawsuit, they go down, they file a civil complaint. Now you initiate litigation. They can't file a lawsuit and start the case and then determine whether or not they're going to, take the case. Because once you file a lawsuit, the only way the attorney can get out of it is they got to file a motion withdrawal before the court.
Right.
So they better be darn sure that they want to take the case before they file with the clerk the complaint. The complaint is initiating civil litigation. That's a lawsuit. So now, did you hire the folks that I suggested, or did you go with somebody else?
I went with you didn't suggest anyone. You told me I should have talked to you.
Oh, you went for them first. Oh, you hired them first. Oh, I see. Yeah. You little stinker. Yes. You hired them first, and then you called me. Oh my God.
Actually, if I'm not happy with them, I would like to possibly make an appointment with you.
Well, what I would suggest is before you have them file a lawsuit, email me because Nursing Homes is going to be Shafia and Dave Singa, the Singa Law Group. They sponsor the show. They were just on the cruise with all of us. They're fantastic. You email me at acidom.com. I'll give you the Singa Law Group's information. Talk with them before these other guys or girls, whoever they are, file the lawsuit. Send me an email today, so then maybe you can chat with them and make a decision from that point. Okay.
Okay, wonderful. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you very much. I'll try to squeeze in as many as I can. Mike Calta Show. Good morning. You're on Acidom. Hello.
Mike?
Yep.
Can you hear me? This is Paul in Sarasota.
Paul, you're on Acidom. What do you got?
Excellent. Thank you, guys. Good morning. Hey, I hired a general contractor or a company to install windows and doors. I'm trying to figure out what type of lawyer I need because they started the installation, never came back, and now they're not contacting me. I've tried email. I've tried cell phones, everything that I can do on my power. And it's a reputable company. They actually advertise on your show, on Drew Garabo's show. And it's upsetting, and I'm getting no traction whatsoever to get this job resolved.
Sure. It's a breach of contract. You would have had a contract with the company for them to do the installation. You probably gave them a deposit, and they would come in, and they would, or sometimes they have certain draws during different levels of phases, or you just pay them at the end. And I'm assuming you gave them a deposit. Did they start some work?
Yes, I gave them a deposit, and they've already taken 2 draws.
Okay, now there's nothing. They haven't responded. They're MIA. They've absconded. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. They've then potentially breached the contract. So you email me. You need a contracts law attorney based on a breach of contract. And you're doing what you need to do to mitigate your damages and saying, look, I need to get this thing fixed. And if you breach the and you didn't do anything wrong, right? I mean, the money's cleared. You're doing your end.
I've been here. I've given them access. I've accommodated their schedule when they did show up.
Fantastic.
And since then, it's just been nothing. I'm got a halfway done job.
Email me, acidom.com. We'll give you a contracts law attorney and go get him in Sarasota. Good luck.
All right, buddy.
Excellent. Thank you, guys.
It's your fault for using Drew's guy, not my guy. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
I just
don't know what it is either.
I don't know.
Last call, you're on Acidom. What do you got? Oh.
Ding.
That's you.
Okay, next guest.
All right, they're done now. I'm sorry. I don't have time for all that.
That's okay.
If you didn't get through today, hiccups. If you didn't get through today, 813-250-55. Am I saying 813-251-5550?
You got it, Mike. You got it.
Oh, ever since I fell, Dom, things haven't been the same.
Well, by the way, I need to talk to you about we making a homeowner's claim. I mean, we got, it looks like
I know the homeowner. He's a nice guy.
There.
I'd sleep with him if I was a girl.
Well, if you're the missus moved some things like I don't know if there was a pot there or something or an uneven step.
Yeah, I'm not saying she wasn't trying to kill me for sure.
I mean, there might be an issue there. I mean, if there was something that was going on, I need to zoom into that video and slow it down. I'll need to interrogate a man.
I saw the earth move at a tenth of a second underneath me.
Well, people, funny is I didn't see it initially, so people were calling me and asking if you were okay, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Why are they calling you?
Well, I mean, because people call your lawyer when something happens to you, but I didn't see what you posted. I didn't see it yet, and so I didn't know what the hell some folks are talking about because some people just call right to the office. What happened to Mike? And what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But at any rate, then I figured out what it was, and then I saw it, and I said, well, I think you're all right. I mean, you're strong and muscular. I think you're looking good to me. How you feel?
We got no one to sue, Dom. We got no one to sue.
And I'm joking, by the way. People think Dom's going to sue Mike's homeowners. No, relax. I'm just joking. We're not going to go after the homeowners. But then again, I would like to still interrogate your wife.
Wouldn't we all?
Yeah.
All right, Dom, thank you. If you didn't get through today, 813-25.
Oh, man.
I think he
Is
might
it
have heard
251-5550?
Yes,
813-251-55. Doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound
Mike,
right.
this is Dom. I'm your lawyer. This is Carmen's here.
813-251-5550 or askthedom.com. Just I hadn't said it in a week, Dom. Just give me a little.
We're your friends,
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah.
We work with you. We all love you. You should see Spanish in front of you, and
Well,
Gio
that's
should
not
be in
helping
there.
me.
Is Galvin there?
No.
Pap should be there.
Hey, what do you got coming up on the show?
I think I'm going to sneak Mr. Sansoni in a little dead air action.
Old federal
tomorrow.
lawyer Sansone?
Oh, federal lawyer San. You know, he wrote a book, Mike.
I did not know that.
And it's about his time representing a client in Manila over in the Philippines in a federal case, a very, very interesting case. And he put a book, and the proceeds are going to go to a charity. So I'll need to get you a copy of that so you can take a look at it. I'm very proud of my partner. I love Bill. He's fantastic.
All right, Dom, thank you. I appreciate you getting up and coming in. We'll take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Mike Calta Show, good morning. I assume this is Medicine Man.
Of course it's Medicine Man.
I wanted you to give me a review of the big rock show on Friday.
Oh, it was pretty good. I was down to the 90 Rock Fest last Friday, and it was Stain, Seether, Asking Alexander, Dayseeker, and, of course, Eamon John inside. And there was 3 other bands outside. Tim Montana.
Sounds like the worst possible place to be ever. And then throw in Medicine Man on top of that.
Also, I saw you were there. I saw you were there bright and early.
Yeah.
Medicine Man there while the lights are still on, and there was like 15 people there, and they all work there. Medicine Man just wandering around.
It was pretty dead early in the day.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, well, what do you
It
got?
was hot. And
What do you got planned
lineup.
for this weekend? A lot of concerts coming up this weekend.
Oh, there's one I want to go really bad. You have tickets for the Bad Religion Social Distortion concert at the Sound Sunday.
Now, see, to me, that doesn't seem like you're a cup of tea. Can you name one Social Distortion song?
Ball and Chain.
Well, that's an easy one.
Also, I don't think it really matters to him. Like, yes, obviously he's a rock leaning guy, but I've seen him at stuff.
True.
I was blown away.
I remember he tried to get us to go see Marty Balin one time.
I was at MGMT, and he was down like in second row. I was like, what is this guy doing here?
It's the atmosphere he goes for.
Yeah. And the necklaces
And
on
the
the floor.
recognition, probably, right? You like when people recognize you?
Yeah, it's all the time.
Yeah. All right, well, hey, look.
So awesome.
Keep rocking it. How's your buddy Ronnie Michaels doing?
I saw him. He looks. He has hardly any hair on his head now.
Oh, man.
I know he's a good friend of your Pete Larios.
We're all getting there. We're all getting there, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Medicine Man.
Taking shots at Pete.
Of course. Yeah. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
What's up, Mike? How you doing?
Good, sir. How are you doing?
Good, buddy. I have a question about your sneezing. It's a real just. I know that in the past, I've listened to you many years. You've taken pain medication once in a while, obviously. I'm not sure if you still take it, but if you ever take it 1 week, let's say you take it for a few days, then you stop completely, sneezing for some reason is one of the side effects.
Really? I don't. I got to
swear to
tell you,
God.
I don't take any pain medication unless I have some sort of injury, and I haven't. Even after the fall, I hadn't taken anything. So I also have. I'm going to say this, sir, and it's going to sound gross, but I pick my nose a lot. I'm constantly feel like something's in my nose. I'm always playing with it, and I think that makes it itchy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know that I broke my finger many years ago, and I don't know why. I haven't. I mean, I've sneezed intermittently, since then. But I don't know why. All of a sudden, I started sneezing when I got off of it.
That's interesting.
I couldn't stop. Yeah, and I just didn't. I just didn't know why, and then I read up on it, and it's actually a side effect, not a withdrawal, but
Right.
I guess it might be on the same lines as. Not saying you're addicted by any means. I'm just saying, unfortunately,
Yeah,
you have
it's a
to
weird.
take it.
It's a weird side effect that you wouldn't correlate with pain medication. But thanks for the heads up. I don't take any. Even when I fell, I didn't take anything. The only time I've taken pain medication in the past, 6 months or whatever, was remember when my shoulder was really bad because I got like a pinched nerve.
Right.
I called my doctor on a Sunday one day, and I said, "Listen, I got to be in pain if I'm bothering you on a Sunday." I was dying, and he gave me 3 hydrocodone, one of those hydros. And I took one of the 3 of them. After I took that one that day, I felt so much better. I got to relax a little bit, and I didn't need it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not a big. I would take it recreationally if I could. Like, I like the way it makes you feel, but I don't like to take a lot of pain medication. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hello?
Yep.
Hey, tell Pat to check what the phone numbers are.
What do you mean?
On the screen, he has the 727-575-1025 on Bone TV.
Christ. Thank you, sir.
He is
Appreciate it.
he is currently looking very closely
Yes,
at
I
his
am.
screen.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Joe.
800-771-1025 and 727-575-1025.
That's incorrect. That is not the right number.
How long has that number been the number?
Just put it up.
Why?
Because you were taking calls.
Oh, okay. But, all right.
Well, they're not calling.
Not calling us.
Not calling here.
Joe, you realize we're getting awkwardly close to how will it end?
Okay. All right.
We should actually play How Has It Lasted This Long? That's a story I'd love to hear.
John Brennan sent an email during the last break. I'm glad he doesn't listen to the show. Like most people would be like, why aren't you listening? I'm glad he doesn't listen. He got an alarm set on the computer that nothing played for 75 minutes commercial-wise. Usually means there's something wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Because we talked for more than 75 minutes.
Yeah.
Our news segment went 77 minutes. So
We
literally
did it, guys.
A new world record.
You know what that's in celebration of? Today is 12 years that the Bone went all talk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Officially.
So we had to go beat the record. So we got 77 minutes. We did it, guys.
Really?
Yeah, 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Because remember, 2022 was the Bone 10 anniversary.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean,
Good
if we get
show.
rid of the music, how are they going to talk that long?
I mean, they couldn't.
Do you think they could fill that time?
Women won't like them.
No.
I kept looking at them going, when we take songs away, the ratings go up. Take songs away, the ratings go up. Well, yeah, we're not seeing it. Anyway, we're here now. By the way, the book came out. I mean, the ratings book came out yesterday. Number 1 in our key demos for the first week of April. Number 1 every book before that. I think we're doing okay.